This video is a compilation of Brittney's live streams from December 23, 2025, edited to preserve the full narrative, emotional testimony, and allegations discussed throughout the night, while removing routine greetings and channel housekeeping. What follows reflects Brittney's statements, reactions, and explanations in her own words. Brittney opens by addressing serious medical and personal crises affecting multiple community members, centering prayer, support, and shared grief.
The girls and I, we talked to Ivy League. Well, we didn't get to talk to Ivy League. We talked to her mom earlier. Hi, Daisy Duke. Merry Christmas. Hey, Luminous. Hey, PJ. Hey, Music Tourette's. Good to see you. Shady says, I'm wrapping presents. We'll be in and out. I love you. Thank you for being here with me. Carolina Moon, I love all of you guys. Thank you for being here with me tonight, guys. Thank you. April, good to see you. Good to see you. So I don't have much of an update on Ivy League. We're still waiting. But I can tell you that she did go through surgery today. We know that. Shady, you don't owe me an apology for that. The truth did matter. Regardless of what happened, Shady, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry if there's something I did. Shady says, hey, Brittney, I want to apologize for thinking I could share something and the truth would matter at the time. I can see the truth doesn't matter to the majority around here. You know what, though, Shady? I feel the same way as you do. I do. And I feel I'm disgusted and discouraged. But at the same time, I saw today what I needed to see. And it ain't about thinking somebody's my friend. It has nothing to do with that. I'm not stupid. But at the end of the day, the truth always matters, and we should always stand. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying. You feel discouraged or whatever. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The truth don't matter for some of these folks around here. But we're going to keep doing it. We'll keep going, and we'll keep, you know what I'm saying? We'll keep putting the truth out regardless. So we saw what we needed to see. And, you know, today I got a lot to say about it. I do. And it is what it is. If you want to go along with this fake ass narrative, that's fine. That's fine, but I'm not. I know what's been going on. And, you know, just Brittney, oh man, I'm gonna take it 1 second at a time. You don't owe me an apology. Not at all. Let me tell you something. You are one of the real ones. And that's why I proudly stand with you, Shady. Because you are one of the real ones. You are the ones that actually sees things for what they are. You call on the shit when it's wrong. You know, you try to put out the receipt, and that's all you can do at the end of the day. So, you know, when it's all said and done, I'm going to stop saying at the end of the day, too. I don't like that shit. When it's all said and done, we know what matters and who stands on what. And I don't care if it's, 50 people I'm left standing with. Quality over quantity. I would much rather stand with 50 people that stands for the truth than, a couple thousand that all go with this bullshit narrative that's not true. This false narrative. I'm telling y'all, the lies today that were perpetuated on that panel. Oh my God. It was bad. It was bad. It really was. Holly, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for contributing towards the goal, supporting the channel. It means so much to me, sweetheart. I appreciate you. All right. So let me just say this first and foremost. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for, believing me and not falling for this bullshit. I can't, Amy, I feel, yeah, I will. Let me go in the Ivy League thing and then we'll talk about it. So Ivy League, she went through her surgery today. We talked to her mom. She's waiting on updates. Mama didn't really know much of anything at the time. So it's really touch and go. I'm asking that everybody still can pray. Continue to pray. Continue to ask God, to make it non-cancerous cells. We pray that the fluid on her lungs are non-malignant. We're praying that, this is just due to her being sick, because she did get sick. Everybody's been sick. So it's just a waiting game. Hopefully we'll get to talk to Ivy or maybe her mom, somebody tomorrow, and we'll get more answers. Ivy, if you're watching this, my girl, we love you. We stand with you. If you see this replay, we are thinking about you. Your mama sounds like you. You sound a lot like your mama. It was nice to talk to her today. But guys, please keep our love in your prayers. I can't get her off my mind. I know the girls can't get her off their mind either. the very second we'll hear something, if it's okay if I share, I'll let you guys know. And we will be seeing if there's anything that she needs, or anything. We asked her mom today if there's anything we can do, and right now it's just they want us to pray. So just keep up the prayers. Let's pray that all will be well. She'll come through this and she can go home. She don't have to go to the next steps for treatment. Like, I just pray to God that oh, there she is, guys. There she is. Hey, baby girl. She says, I'm begging anyone who believes in God to whisper my name. I'm so scared. We got you, baby. We got you. We are praying so hard for you. So hard for you. We talked to your mama today. We love you. I'm so glad that you came through the surgery. I'm glad you're here. Y'all let's throw her all the love in the world, guys. Remember, Ivy League, where two or more are gathered in Jesus Christ's name, there a thing be established. You got a whole army. You got a whole army gathered in Jesus Christ's holy name, crying out to God for you, love. I'm here to stay with you. Soulshine says, I love you, Brittney. I'm here to stay with you. I'm not sure what all is happening, but I don't care what anyone says about you. I know that you're a beautiful human being and an amazing mama. Thank you, Soulshine. You are amazing. You are amazing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what you're going through too, because I know you got a lot going on with your mom as well, where you're taking care of your mama. I hope you're all right. Love you, Soulshine. Y'all, please keep Soulshine in your prayers as well. Please, guys. There's so many hurting tonight. Ivy says, thank you. I love you guys so much. Oh, we love you, sweetheart. We love you, Ivy Lee. Remember, you got your amazing mama and daddy. Look, we're gonna say daddy too, Ivy Lee, because that's what we call our dad. You got your amazing mama and daddy with you. Your family surrounding you, your babies, they give you strength. You got an amazing army behind you, and with you and behind you. And most importantly, you got God, the ultimate provider. And I know He'll lift you up and He'll take this off of you. And hopefully we get some answers soon, and you'll know the next steps that you need to take. And hopefully it's better than we expect. I've got high hopes and strong faith. We love you very much, honey. You're going to get through this. I know you will. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm coughing. I was good right up until it got time for the live stream. I started coughing. I said, oh, Lord, this is the worst. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. I love her so much. She's in the hospital going through a hard time, and she's worried about me. Ivy League. Baby, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be just fine. Right now, we're going to worry about you. We got to get you back in tip-top shape so we can have you back. I missed you. She's going to make me cry. This is a testament of how beautiful her heart is. Look at this. She's in the hospital right now, sick, going through the most dramatic moment, and she's worrying about me. I love you, honey. I love you so much. She says, all I ask is for prayers and for everyone to be good to Britt and stop bullying and mistreating her. Well, we love you, honey. Thank you so much. And I'm asking that everybody please pray. Let's continue to keep Ivy League in our prayers so she can get through this. And we know God's got this. Britt, you want on the panel, babe? These people have no redeeming. Britt, you went on a panel. These people have no redeeming quality values. No, I did not. No. No, I didn't go on a panel, small child. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. What happened today was, it was crazy. It was a mess. We have Miss Brittney. You just, you're number one priority right now. Such a beautiful heart, but I shouldn't even expect anything different. This is a woman that fights every day to save lives. She puts people ahead of herself every day. Such a beautiful spirit. We love you so much. There's so many things I want to say. I just want you, please let us know if we can do anything. I know that we're limited on what we can do because we're not there with you, Ivy League. But please let us know. You can call any of us. A 9-hour, Luminous, it was a 9-hour bash fest. Sure was. All right, I guess, let me see. Y'all please continue to keep dying. There's a couple people. Please, Crafty the Crafter, she has a channel. Molly Lollipops, hold on and I'll get to it in just a second. Y'all please keep Crafty the Crafter in your prayers. She's going through some things too. If the mods want to grab her channel link, we will be dropping that occasionally. She's got a channel. Yes. Shayna said, Ivy League, you can all, yes, 100%. 100%. What's up, Puddin'? Hey, Puddin'. There's so much. There's so much. So, Crafty's got a channel. She's going through a terrible time as well, and she's made the channel as a way to cope. So, if you guys want to support, it's greatly appreciated. Go over and support our girl. And then we have triggered. Her son is still in the hospital. He's on the mend, but he's still having, a couple of complications here and there. So we're going to ask if you can keep him in your prayers as well. Hey, Casey. Good to see you, babe. And then Casey Chief's brother-in-law. He's not doing very well at all either. So we're going to need some prayers for him as well, guys. There's so many of you amazing, beautiful people out there that are going through something. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I wish there was something I could do to stop it. But at the end of the day, that is the only one that's in control is our Father God in heaven. And he can do all. He can do all things. Middle E. Let's not forget Middle E as well. Is there any updates on Middle E, Crafty? Please tell me nothing else happened. Something else bad didn't happen. Lord. Okay. Well, let's keep Middle E in our prayers too. Hey, Longpool woman. Oh, he was moved to hospice. I'm so sorry, Casey Chiefs. Prayers goes out to your brother-in-law and for your sister. I'm so sorry. Good evening. Good evening, Molly Lollipops. Good evening, Butterfly Girl. So sorry. Life changes in the drop of a hat. Molly says, yes, things are kind of sucky for me right now. It's nice to be able to come in here every night. I appreciate you, Britt. You are more than welcome. It makes me feel good to be able to provide a space for you guys. I love having an opportunity to come here with y'all every night. Reality, are you here with me? Are you here tonight? Look, as soon as I said that, there she goes.
Here, the live stream pivots as Brittney responds to harassment and sets firm boundaries for the remainder of the discussion.
I saw it. That person likes to make those shitty comments. You're just going to be blocked. You're not going to get. I'm just going to say this to the people that come in making comments. You're just going to be blocked. There's about 20 channels that I can think of for you to go to talk shit about me, and they welcome it. If anything, they support it, and they welcome it. So you're not gonna be able to do that over here. You're just gonna be blocked and ignored. So waste of time. Debbie says, "What says? 'Tis the season to not be a troll. Please be kind for at least a day, people." Debbie, these people don't have good in them. It's sick that they do. I know, totally. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Guys, I need to go help my son. I got to go grab a pillow. His pillow fell behind the bed. I need just a second. I got to grab a pillow, and then we'll get started. We got to talk about what happened today. So give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I hope Britt doesn't even give them anything about their live. There was a lot of lives. Well, there's a lot. I've thought about this, y'all. Excuse me for coughing. I'm sorry. Why must these people think that we will forsake Britt? They need to move on and realize that we are here to stay.
Brittney addresses claims that her audience cycles in and out, pointing to years-long supporter history to counter that narrative.
I would never align myself with people like that. Where I'm from, we stick together through thick and thin. Well, here's the thing. I'm the same way, Soul Child. Loyalty is a lot for me. Here's the thing, though. I guess I don't understand why these people think that I'm responsible for everything. How? I couldn't believe some of the things. I listened. I watched 10 minutes of it. I couldn't even sit through. 10 minutes was all I needed. Opal Sis became a member. Welcome to the green team, my love. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you guys so much for your support and love. Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. Opal Sis, thank you for renewing your membership. Thank you so much for your support. That means the world to me. Welcome back to the green team. Happy holidays has been a member for 31 months. She says, sorry, I'm late. Sent an email to read after the live. Okay, thank you, babe. Thank you for your support. 31 months. They keep saying that I have a revolving door, that people stay. They go and come, that they'll stay about a month. Every month people are leaving. But I'd like to argue that a lot of the people that are here have been here anywhere from 1 to 3 years. So I'm not really sure what they mean by that. A lot of the supporters I have been with me since Kylie Rodney. and then some. Have we had people leave? Yeah, we've definitely had people leave, but we've also had a lot of people. Like, look at Happy Holidays, 31 months. That is close to the duration that I've been monetized. Opal Sis, 16 months. Look at that. Well over a year and a half. Thank you so much, Opal. He says, I love you. Stay strong. You got this. Thank you, Opal. Thank you so much. Holly says, Brittney, here's your emoji. Yeah, right? At this point, Holly, seriously. Look, how the hell did I do that? I just completely clicked off. So, Miss, let me see. Oh, Holly, thank you so much for 21 months. I appreciate that so very much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for being so supportive of me. Love it. Love the emoji. That's funny. Thank you so much. 21 months. Wow. Thank you, Just the RN. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. I appreciate that. She says, damn, our baby is a month old. Yeah, girl. We already got a month old baby. Tell me y'all don't stay with me for a while. You guys are amazing. Look at this. Coffee, Crime, and Cat. 16 months. We're here for the long run, girl. Thank you so much. I love your... Look, that kind of looks like Mabel a little bit. Your cat looks kind of like my cat. You know, the one that Unalive Craig. Yeah, that one. Hey, want to be sleuthing something? How are you? Look at that, KDP. Coming through with 27 months. 27 months. It's wild. Look at that. Thank you so much. She says, here to stay. Thank you, KDP. I appreciate you. You guys make it not so bad. Crazy. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are amazing. Look, Sinner, what's going on, my friend? We got one more month to go. Booty, hoo. What is it that Sinner says? I gotta, hold on a minute. Waka. Right, Sinner? Waka. 1 year almost. Hard to believe. Thank you so much, my friend. Listen, at the end of the day, Sinner, Shady, guilty of a crime, there's only a few. Lolly, there are a small few creators that I actually will say that I get behind that, but there are only a few, and he's one of the real ones. Sinner's a real one. Wow. I appreciate it. I really do. And I think I've been as supportive of your channel for equally as long, hopefully. Not it's close to it, but I got you to equally support each other. Thank you so much. Yep. So there you go. There's some of my subscribers who, leave every month. They're a revolving door. Right. So Jesse Cat, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. And that is what I was going to say. Do you want to support the channel or do you want to help out? Those are the ways to do it, guys. Become a member. Help us support the goal. If you want to support the give me 1 second. Sorry. I'm pulling something up real quick. Oh wow. Okay. Happy holidays. I will message you back. I'm seeing your message. I will message you back. I have to look and see. Okay. Jesse Cat, thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. Is War Eagle here? What's up, War? Good to see you. Want to be sleuthing something? 14 months. Thank you, sweetheart. She said, my dang marriage didn't even last this long. Oh, snap. Oh, shit. Hot damn. That's what I'm talking about. That's my girl. Thank you so much for being a member. Excuse me. For 14 months. I feel so loved, so special. Thank you so much. Jessica says, hello, everyone. Can't remember how many years it's been. Actually, but now, but more than you watching. Oh, it's, Jessica says, I can't remember how many years it's been. Actually, but more than a few watching. Oh, thank you, Jessie. You've been here for, Jessie, you've been a member for a long time, girl. I'm just saying. Thank you. All right. So the vile hate that comes from these groups is absolute, is actually sad. How can people hate? The vile hate that comes from these groups is actually sad. How can people hate what they don't know? Oh, child, that's a brilliant question. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. You guys, y'all are too sweet. Thank you. I'm trying to clear out. I apologize. My asthma tonight is like a little extra. I'm trying to keep it pushed back though. All right, Tate the Sinner. Sinner, thank you so much. Happy holidays, everyone. I'm thinking of you guys a lot as the year comes to an end. It's been quite a ride to say the least. I hope that you are as well. You are as well, and as you can be. Next year is going to be amazing. Thank you so much. That's really, really so kind of you. And thank you for your kind words. I hope that you are doing amazing. I appreciate your friendship. Thank you for staying with us. I appreciate just everything. Thank you for being a good friend. That's so awesome of you. I appreciate that, Sinner. I really do. Thank you. Thank you so much. We need more support like that in this community. People that stand on what they say they stand on, right? Crafty, thank you for the phone 99, girlfriend. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I appreciate your love and support. Thank you. Thank you, Crafty. You're too sweet. All right. You guys are awesome. Y'all really are. I appreciate you more than you know. Sinner says, sorry, I can't tag everyone, but I see you guys. Yeah, we love you guys. It's hard to tag from your phone. It really is. I feel so bad. I'll sit there and I'll be trying to tag people. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think I care about some more than the others. Paige Turner, thank you so much. I'm going to talk about, okay, put a 1 in chat if you guys saw what happened today.
At this point, Brittney signals a shift to addressing the events and statements made about her earlier that day.
I'm going to talk about, okay, put a 1 in chat if you guys saw what happened today. I have thought long and hard about if I should even talk about this. I just have a few things to say. I'm not going to. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. Jeez. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I gotta grab my inhaler. I'm sorry. All right. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right. Okay. Going over Brittney's income for hours, 2 days in a row. Why does she care about my money? I ain't never in my life seen somebody care about somebody's money like she does. Why is she caring about my money? I cannot. For the life, I can't with her. Let her say what she wants to say. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without. No, I'm not nodding off. I'm not being any type of way, but no, I'm certainly not nodding off. Jesus, don't start that shit tonight, please. I think I'm gonna do it this way, y'all. Hold on, because hold on 1 second. Okay, today was such a fucking it was kind of. I guess I'm different. I would never just sit 7, 8 people deep on a panel and trash one person. I just wouldn't. I don't know. Who am I though, right? Give me a second. I mean, it is what it is. I just think it's gross. I really do think it's gross. Give me a second. So today,
Brittney recounts what she says occurred on a panel earlier that day, alleging validation of false narratives about her.
Jonesin goes up on Granny.
She has 5 children. Type of that.
Listen to this. Jonesin and Chasing Crime goes up on Granny's panel, and we all know the things that Jonesin has said. You know, she's done her streams and she's went against Clue. She's went against Granny. She spoke out against all of them. You know, she said these are people that she would not fuck with. She wants nothing to do with. They're the worst of the worst. Blah blah blah. Well, obviously that's not how one feels. So she went up today and basically what I witnessed with my own ears and eyes were a lot of validation. She validated every lie Granny spewed about me. 2 vegetarians get into an argument. Is it still beef? Not at all. Natalie says, I'd love to know what gives Jessica any right to speak for you about anything. She speaks as if she personally knows you for years. Are you talking about Granny's watching, Natalie? She's delusional. She's absolutely delusional. And there's just a couple things that I want to point out that people don't seem to be aware of. Supposedly, you know, Jessica says that I'm obsessed with her, right? Granny says I'm obsessed with her and that I just will not stop. You know, no matter what I do, I won't stop talking about her. For those of you that actually watch me regularly, you know that's not true. For those of you that are over here that watch me, I rarely speak on Granny's Watching. Rarely speak on her. But if you go over to Granny's Watching channel, almost every single live stream she does is about me now. I mean, thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $1.99. Thank you so very much. That's so sweet of you. Y'all, anybody knows I don't. I just don't. I mean, Shady says, Granny even lied about a community post I've had up. She said that I lied about her income she made. I was showing Julie lied about you. It was insane. I just can't. You did. You clarified that it was those, what you posted were Granny's, I think, clues, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was Granny Clues and QB's lifetime income of super chats. It was the lifetime. I heard her say that it was the year. You claimed that you had shared her year. That is not true at all. Granny, that's not true. Did you even go look and see Shady's post for yourself? Did you read it? Shady says, in restraining orders, but no one confronts GW on the RO that she said she had a lawyer for you. Oh, yeah. She said like a year prior to me ever. I cannot. It's just, yes, in restraining orders, but no one confronts GW on the RO that she said she had a lawyer. Oh, yeah. She threatened. Oh, my goodness, Shady. She's threatened several people with restraining orders. Several. I shit you not. She has. I mean, this is when she got her RO against Lycan, she got restraining order happy. Like, she started threatening everybody. Patty, thank you so much for the $5. She says, hi, Britt. Just stopping in before bed. I wanted to say hello. I haven't been in chat in a while, but still watching. You are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for contributing towards the goal. And thank you for helping the channel for all you do. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for coming in. I hope you stick around and you hang out with us. That's really nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you. This reminds me of wrestling, just back and forth. You know what? Is it Vert MK Ultra? Excuse me. I apologize for coughing. I'm not trying to cough in y'all's ears. I wish that it was that simple. I really do, because at least with wrestling, it's not real. I mean, that's the difference. This isn't. You know what I mean? Okay. So I have some things I want to say, and this live stream's probably not going to go well with some of you. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, I'm putting my foot down, and I'm laying where I stand on all of this. And what is that called?
She challenges claims that she is obsessed, alleging projection and pattern behavior instead.
Drawing a line in the sand. Like, I'm done with aligning with people that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe some of the shit I've seen and heard today. Shady says, and Cletus can shut the fuck up with his conspiracies about all this planning. That is not how I do things. That's what they do. Oh, for the love of God, Shady. They are so paranoid and wrong about everything. That's another thing. They said that I'm plotting, or I have orchestrated all of this. Orchestrated what exactly? Orchestrated what? Man. For the life of me. Listen, this is what, as far as Cletus and Clue, the only thing I can say is y'all are way too invested. Way too invested. Y'all think that this is insane. Yeah, helping me how? And from the direct messages, etc., it's been proven. Wait a minute, Shady, I missed that. And Cletus, okay. Wait a minute, is that what they're saying, Shady? From the Discord. Oh, I read that wrong. Right. We have the Discord messages prove, absolutely. The Discord messages prove that they are the ones that are actually plotting behind the scenes and doing all these crazy things. You won't find one message of me out there trying to get Center, Shady, my moderators, anybody to do dirt. You won't find one message out there with us plotting to do dirt. Like, I saw that. Who was it? Somebody made that post tonight. Lord have mercy. Okay. This is going to be hard to listen to, because I'm just going to go through a little bit. I'm not even going to play a lot of it, y'all. I can't. Tanya Delaware, thank you for being a member for 21 months. Afternoon from Australia. I hope use is all well. Hope use is all well. Oh, we're good. Thank you so much for being a member for 21 months. Shady, I don't Shady, I've got so many thoughts and I don't even know how to put it in words, honestly. But listen to this.
It's actually the opposite. Now, I don't get my money short because she finally acknowledged it goes both ways. You can get, and then I don't think it'd be a good comment. Like, I actually pride myself on having self-awareness, to be honest.
You
And I
have
do feel
something
like
to
it was real life getting herself into that injunction. I've said that time and time again. Like,
all right, listen to this, y'all. The injunction.
Knowing that she's a pathological liar, and you know that.
I
know she's a liar, but I think the difference is.
Listen to this.
That's I can say, Brittney, you should clear out your background 100 fucking times. It doesn't work. Just like when Craig came out here and was doing his TikTok live, and she was on the other side, and he was telling everybody she was sleeping, right? He was clapping and doing all that. That's where the call comes from within the home. If he's doing the same thing everybody else is doing, then what's the point in even trying to stand up for this? That's what I was getting to. Like, why do you put your neck on the line to defend her, knowing that she's a pathological liar, and you know that. I do know she's a liar, but I think the difference is
I'm a pathological liar. That's rich coming from Granny. Put a 1 in chat if you know the history with Granny. See, Granny banks it. A lot of people, she really holds on to the fact that there's a lot of new people in this community that don't know her. They don't know her at all. And she has worked so hard, tirelessly even, honestly, she has, on trying to paint me to be the person that she is. She has tried so hard to project all of her flaws onto me. And she's mastered convincing a lot of these subscribers of hers that I'm this evil person that is a pathological liar who is constantly trying to plot behind the scenes to do things to take her down, to hurt her. That injunction, that damn RICO, they cosplay as gatekeepers. It's cute. Complete trash, but cute. Right, exactly. Once again, here you are going up on their panel, pandering.
Brittney disputes responsibility for ongoing litigation and challenges how the injunction and related cases are being framed publicly.
Right, exactly. Once again, here you are going up on their panel, pandering. Unbelievable. I like that. They cosplay as gatekeepers. Sure do. GW is an absolute pathological liar. That is why I'm asking how many of you can you play it somewhere? It's clip. She was trying to strike the grip. Yeah, that's why I'm just going through pieces of it on my phone. She hangs out in the local community now, does she, Jamie? Interesting. The injunction that was going to happen with or without you. Oh, for sure. But that goes against her narrative. That goes against her full narrative that I the injunction was going to happen with or without me. But that goes against Granny's narrative. You know what I mean? It's all Brittney. Brittney, I signed that injunction. I created it. I'm the end all be all of that injunction.
I'm not so invested in Brittney to where I give a fuck what she lies about. Like, it's just like, why does it matter that she's a liar? If you know she's a liar, you know what I'm saying? Then you know. Well, just put it this way. If this girl was constantly lying on you, already cost you thousands in 2 litigations, and ultimately reason you're in 3, wouldn't you care that she's lying? Like, I know for me it's personal, and I get for you guys it's not. But then, if it's not personal for you, and you don't really care that much, why even take a defensive tone when it comes to her? Is it because of who you dislike?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I can tell you, I know a lot of people feel like I just constantly stand up for Brittney, and I get that they feel that way, but I also call Brittney out for shit. Just like you had people in the comments saying, as the HOA where the Gen K is. Well, if you watched we went over the receipts and we recognized that there's $1,500 that Brenda Stapleton sent her.
Oh my God.
$1,500. We've asked that question. I can't force the answer out of her, but it is there. We do know. But the thing is, like, it's crazy when you're sitting on the outside, right, and you're just watching the back and forth, because that's where this started for me. I was just sitting on the outside. I was watching the back and forth. Not between you and her. I don't take y'all, like, I feel like you have every right to feel the way you feel.
Oh, really? Does she?
And I do feel like it was real life getting herself into that injunction. I've said that time and time again. Like, you did that off the back of a missing child. Why the fuck would you do that? But I think it's when you're sitting in the background and you're watching all these people go back and forth at each other, but you realize that this set of people is doing the same thing that they're calling that person out for. So then it becomes like, whoa, how can you call her out for that if you do it too? Like, it's just a little bit about self-awareness. Everybody wants me to have self-awareness, but don't want to have self-awareness for themselves. Like,
I actually pride myself on
Oh
having
my
self-awareness, to be honest.
Do you?
But what would be an example for you of what you're saying as far as that goes?
You pride yourself on having self-awareness, but you literally have talked so much shit about me having this fundraiser for my kids' Christmas when your subscribers have paid for your kids' Christmas every year that you've been a creator. You pride yourself on self-awareness, but you sat on that panel and you literally ripped me a new one for having an attorney, and you ripped me a new one for going to court to get an RO when you yourself have gotten a permanent RO on another individual from the last sector that we was in. And I'm sorry, not a permanent RO. I think it was a 3-year RO. You pride yourself on self-awareness, but you are bashing me for everything and then some of what you do. You pride yourself on self-awareness, yet you won't take accountability for a single lawsuit that you are involved in now. It's all my fault. Yeah, you really pride yourself on self-awareness. I cannot. She prides herself on self-awareness. And then you want to sit there and you're going to give Joneson the 5th degree for defending me. See, this is Granny's problem. Granny claims that she doesn't care about anything of, she just wants me to move on. Right? Brittney, the big bad Brittney just won't stop and leave her alone, as she says, right? But every time you turn around, here's Granny. One person defends me, and Granny cannot stand it. And she has to do everything in her power to try to All right. Okay, here we go. Next part. This really pisses me off, man.
That you can think
God.
of.
God. Off the top of my head.
To me, what I see is one
I don't
person.
think you want me to go there, Granny. I don't think it'd be a good conversation.
Okay, if it won't be productive, fine. What I see is one person who literally flipped this entire sector upside down.
Wow.
Joined in with a bunch of fraudsters on the back of a missing child and started litigation where I'm the one ultimately paying for it.
Listen to that again. One person who flipped this entire sector upside down. One person who flipped this entire sector upside down.
To me, what I see is one.
I don't think you want me to go there, Granny. I don't think it'd be or out for that if you do it too. Like, it's just a little bit about self-awareness. Everybody wants me to have self-awareness, but don't want to have self-awareness for themselves. Like,
I actually pride myself on having self-awareness, to be honest. I get, but what would be an example for you of what you're saying?
Wow, she prides herself.
That you can think of.
She prides herself.
Off the top of my head.
To me, what I see is one.
I don't think you want me to go there, Granny. I don't think it'd be a good conversation.
Okay, if it won't be productive, fine. What I see is one person who literally flipped this entire sector upside down, joined in with a bunch of fraudsters on the back of a missing child and started litigation where I'm the one ultimately paying for it, but up to 50 of us were named, right? So, and that's as real life as you can get. And then,
So I flipped. Can somebody tell me how I flipped this sector over? How I destroyed this entire community? And is this injunction going to be your excuse to ruin my life for years to come? Because you don't get to do that. That's bullshit. That's absolutely bullshit. I am one. Can somebody go tell her that I'm one person? I'm 1 out of 10 plaintiffs. That I am not the end all be all with this injunction. Can somebody go tell her that I'm not the reason that she's in this injunction? They were going to have her, regardless if I signed my name or not. She was already, and it doesn't have anything to do with Nick not coming on her freaking panel. What? She said because Nick wanted to go on her panel, I got mad. What? No. Why would I care if Nick goes on your panel, Granny? Why would I care about that? Happy Holiday says, I'm going to write a damn book about how 2 single moms got rich off of a RICO. I mean, it's crazy. That's not how it happened, Shady. That's not at all how that happened. And she's like rewriting history. And nobody's calling it out. Nobody's saying a word. They're just going along with it. Jonesing. You just sit there and go along with it. Like, if you're going to be great, why didn't you call her out on her shit? No, nothing. Why? If you're going to be Gray Jones, and that's that's your claim to fame. That's what you say you are. That's what you're about, right? Lord. I can't make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense for me, please. I destroyed a whole sector.
I sent it around to everybody.
A whole sector.
All our docs is being splattered on thousands to see, and then cries that she's a victim of it.
I'm a
And
victim.
it's like when you initiate all this real life
What?
that you can get, and then
What?
as a child and started litigation.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Like, it's just a little bit about self-awareness. Everybody wants me to have self-awareness, but don't want to have self-awareness for themselves. Like,
I actually pride myself on having self-awareness, to be honest. I get, but what would be an example for you of what you're saying as far as that goes? That you can think of, that would be the same thing.
Off the top of my head.
To me, what I see is one
I don't think
person.
you want me to go there, Granny. I don't think it'd be a good conversation.
If it won't be productive, fine. What I see is one person who literally flipped this entire sector upside down, joined in with a bunch of fraudsters on the back of a missing child and started litigation where I'm the one ultimately paying for it, but up to 50 of us were named, right? So, and that's as real life as you can get. And then place that around to everybody.
She details what she describes as ongoing retaliation, including alleged doxing, CPS calls, and repeated police involvement.
pass that around to everybody, which led to all our doxes being splattered on thousands to see.
What?
And then cries that she...
What? Who's all of our doxes on thousands to see? What? Good night, Shayna. Wait a minute. Who's all of their doxes on thousands to see? And do you see what she's doing? You see that manipulation game? She's pulling all Clue, Queen B. She's making sure to pull all them in, tie all them into it, because that's part of what she's been doing. And this is exactly what I mean when I'm telling y'all she's used these people for her revenge. So don't sit here and tell me again that the reason a lot of this shit's happening, all of this hate, all of this revenge and shit, all of these people coming at me is massively a part of the RICO. The RICO, this has been revenge. You make no mistake about it. The shit that me and my family have gone through over the course of a month and a half now absolutely stems from revenge for the RICO. Now, I'm not saying that there's not other things that, some of these people might be pissed about, or, they've got their own axe to grind with me. But you best believe the origins of this is this fucking RICO. And they act like I'm the only one who signed it. How long until you have got your revenge? Because you were in litigation that you've never had to shield. Let's just point it out. Let's paint this on a piece of paper and actually put this out clearly for everybody. Let's just break this down, shall we? Yes, Granny is in an injunction that she has not had to pay a dime for. Her subscribers have paid for it every step of the way. So she's not had to worry about how she's going to pay for it. The subscribers have foot the bill the whole time. Okay? She has an attorney that's doing it. So, she's in a RICO, and I'm sure it is stressful. I'm not going to take that from her. But her subscribers have absolutely taken on that financial burden for her. So she's not over here sweating, figuring out how to pay for it. The subscribers have done that for her. Her channel, she has absolutely capitalized off of the injunction and used it to her advantage to go live and make content with it. I mean, nobody can tell me that this isn't the case. I mean, it's all on her channel to see. She's grown in subscribers. Her subscribers have grown tremendously from this. Her viewership's grown tremendously. She's making good money. And once again, the subscribers are footing the entire bill for the injunction. So you're supposed to be worse off than I am? Let's look at what's happened to me since I've signed that injunction. Okay? I have had an entire community of people target me and my family. They have come at me in every way that you can imagine, constantly. I mean, I've been doxxed more times than I can count. CPS has been called to my home. Let me see. We've had CPS called to our home 5 times, right? 5 different calls, 5 different caseworkers come out. We have had the police called. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on, I'm trying to think. We've had the police. I don't even know how many times we've had the police called. I mean, because the reason I say that is that we have the times that they came out, but we've also had the times that they've called that the police did not act on it and do a house call. We've had plenty of those happen. We've had people driving by my home, my name, Craig's name, my DV record, or the DV report has been put out. My mother's death certificate, my father-in-law's death certificate, his obituary. Let me see what else. I mean, you name it. We have had some real, I've had to put cameras all around my home. And then Granny wants to talk about, can somebody tell me she said that she was on national news. Did anybody else hear that? What national news? What national news was she on? I don't remember any of that happening. Have you told PD what you do for a living so they can screen for swatting? Are you actively trying to get clear of all this? Yes, I did. Yes. we're not going to be swatted. I've taken the precautions necessary, and I've done everything that I need to do to protect us from that. So yeah, did you guys hear that? She said that she was on the national news. She was on the news. I mean, I don't ever recall that.
In the final portion, Brittney addresses the SWAT incident directly, disputing claims that it was accidental and calling for correction of what she says are false narratives.
They put that she was in a criminal injunction on the news, like they announced it on the news, and that she had to sit her grandmother down and her children down and tell them that she was, you know, that this was happening to her. And then Jones and you sit there and you're like, you have every right to feel the way you do about Brittney. Johnson, you have always approached this not knowing even a third of the truth about mine and Granny's history, and that's always been unfair. And then I just can't even. Let's just keep going.
She's a victim of it.
I'm a victim.
And it's like when you.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a conversation.
If it won't be productive, fine. What I see is one person who literally flipped this entire sector upside down, joined in with a bunch of fraudsters on the back of a missing child, and started litigation where I'm the one ultimately paying for it, but up to 50 of us were named.
You're ultimately paying for it. Why don't you ever actually talk about what the injunction was for? That would go against your narrative, right? We're just going to rewrite history and pretend that you didn't spend months degrading the name of you want to talk about on the back of a missing child? You defamed him worse than anybody on this platform. Your channel was one of the most wicked, hate-filled channels that was. Put a 1 in chat if you remember the countless months, every single day she'd go live about Seth Rogers. She defamed that man worse than anybody. She had her subscribers convinced that he was an absentee father who did not care about Sebastian. It was so disgusting. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Get ready to get mad some more. Shit's infuriating. I can't sit through much of this. I don't know how anybody could watch 1,000 hours of this shit.
Right? So, and that's as real life as you can get. And then, pass that around to everybody, which led to all our doxes being splattered on thousands of thousands to see.
What is she talking about? All of our doxes for thousands and thousands to see. Not, Joneson, why didn't you stop her there? Thousands and thousands to see? What doxes? Certain people also say that you are wheezing in the mic for sympathy and donations. You're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. Can somebody tell me what donations I get for having asthma? Seriously. I can't. Oh my God. Okay, have a good night, Patty. The legal paperwork she's talking about. Bro, you're kidding me. What? I'm not asleep. I'm sitting here talking right now. What? It's the first anti-slap. That's how it's drawn so much attention. No, it's not even. The anti-slap, they ruled that it doesn't even have merits. It doesn't even have merits. She sat here for like 6 months. She sat here for like 6 months talking about she was going to take Tony's house. Yeah, she said that they were doxxed, but to thousands and thousands, Holly. I mean, sorry, not Holly, Natalie. It's not like people are sitting around Starbucks talking about the anti-slap. I mean, well, it apparently was on the national news, y'all. You didn't know? I mean, what? I just cannot. Like, it's so... And, oh, I got so much I want to say. Yeah, she said she was going to take Tony's house. She might be nice and let me pay her monthly payments. Her and Barbecue's sitting there flaunting like they're, you know, they're going to get rich off of this, like just boasting for months and months and months.
It's like, when you initiate all this love down with shit, you started all of this, and do I agree with where it's ended? No. But that's not because of the RICO. It's because of the action she continues to take, the poking and the prodding. And then when she says people are inciting against her, it's like, well, you're inciting hate by saying we swatted you. You were never even swatted, you dumb bitch. And
I think incitement goes both ways.
I'm inciting hate. Wow, this is so backwards. I'm inciting hate because I said I was swatted. Did y'all see those men in my house? Are you going to tell me that those men didn't come to my house? That a call from online, from one of you people on this godforsaken platform, are you going to tell me you didn't call my local police and that didn't result in a visit from the SWAT team? Because it did. It absolutely did. Maybe the fact that, oh my God, this pisses me off. I'm going to try to say this peacefully as I can. The fact that they didn't communicate with each other and they showed up a second time from lack of communication, that doesn't take away from the fact that the call overall would have never happened had it not been for somebody calling, reporting me and Craig out of malicious intent. Period. There's no faking a SWAT, you dumb bitch. Brandywine says nothing is worse than faking cancer. Now, back to my patient. Sorry, y'all. I had to say that. I had to say it. That is what people should be livid about. 100%. There is nothing wrong worse than faking cancer, but nobody will call that shit out. Otto says you were swatted. This all needs to be written out on a post or in a PowerPoint to correct all the lies, Brittney. Correct the history, honey. Otto, oh my God. Yeah, this is something that I'm going to have to do that's going to take a couple of days. All right. It's going to be some work. It's absolutely going to be some work because you guys, there were so many lies in that tonight or today. There were so many lies in this one stream, and none of the lies were corrected. Not any of them. I mean, something's got to, all right, here.
I agree. I think if you know that was, if they came back and they told you that was an accident, they wasn't even meant to be there. Did she go? I don't know. Y'all would have to tell me. Did she go live and correct that?
Only after it was called out by somebody, by you, Clue, reading the report, that she finally acknowledged that.
That's a lie. That is a lie. No, I've been nothing but honest from Jump Street. The very second that I got information, I shared it. So no, that's not true. That's not true. So now, Johnson, you're going to say that this isn't a SWAT? Now you change your mind since you're up there with all of them?
You know.
Okay, she knew before she covered it that it was an accident. So why did she come out and take what Chasen and Dietz were looking at and just run with what they were saying if she knew it was actually the opposite? Now, I don't give a fuck swap.
That's a lie. I didn't. But not only that, Jonesin, I didn't give Chasen and Dietz anything to begin with. Second of all, I didn't run with shit. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even going to talk about it publicly. I woke up, just call it for what it is. I was so disturbed of what had happened. Going live wasn't even my thought. I didn't even go live that night. If you guys remember the night that the SWAT happened, the night of the 5th, I didn't even come on here and go live that night. I was outright disturbed. I hadn't even processed what all had just happened. And I go live the next day because everybody's losing their shit. Everybody. You got Trisha Stocks out here with an AI photo. You got, people had talked about it over in Dietz's live the night before. And then there was a whole bunch of shit being said and a bunch of misinformation. No, you're totally not the only one surprised by Nunya. I mean, not Nunya, I'm sorry, Joneson. Joneson might investigate and call all the lies out, hopefully. If not, I'm going to unsubscribe because I thought she was fair. That's why I subbed in the first place. No, she's not going to call the lies out. She sat on that panel and she agreed with everything they said today. I almost want to ask Joneson which one's true? Which is which? Are you cool with them now? Or like, is all that shit you said on all those live streams, is that just out the window now? Because if you're wondering what I mean when I said it seems like you want these people to like you, this is what I'm talking about right here. You weren't gray at all. You boast about being gray and not picking a side and straddling the fence. You were anything but straddling the fence today.
This segment opens with Brittney directly responding to claims that certain creators remained neutral. She argues that neutrality was abandoned when false narratives were validated and emotional alignment replaced fact-checking.
This is what I'm talking about right here. You weren't gray at all. You boast about being gray and not picking a side and straddling the fence. You were anything but straddling the fence today. You went up there and you gave and you agreed and pandered to everything they said. Everything. You validated all of it. There were so many lies that you went along with and you validated. You gave Granny her freaking victim card and you let her relish in it. Congratulations. Seriously. Shady says they don't know what the truth is because they don't have all the details and are not entitled to it. Why do they think they are? Exactly, Shady. Why? And then Johnson's going to sit there and be like, why did she go live and take what Deeks and Chasen said and present it like she didn't know? Well, I didn't, Johnson. I didn't. And are you going to tell me because the cops made a mistake and came back that negates the fact that I had 6 men in my living room with guns drawn? And y'all ain't got to worry about my ass falling asleep because I'm pissed. Fuck that. Yeah, I did. I was sleepy earlier. But you ain't got to worry about me going to sleep on this fucking panel. I cannot. I haven't heard any of this. So I'm going to try to process this. Like, I can't listen to this shit. I want to know how in the hell I'm orchestrating whatever. I don't even know what I'm supposed. They made the comment today on that panel that, quote unquote, BJ is orchestrating all of this. BJ is orchestrating all the shit. Orchestrating what? Please tell me what I'm orchestrating. What exactly have I orchestrated? Holly says, well, it did not help her in the end because they chewed her up and spit her out. She wants them to like her so bad. And don't say you don't. I heard it. Sitting there telling everybody, oh, I like this. I like that we all can come together and talk. This is nice. I was just trying to shut the chat up because they were all calling you liars. I left it at that. It's never enough. You didn't do anything wrong. Calling you a liar. I know. You didn't do anything wrong. You did nothing wrong. I just can't believe that she's sitting on that panel, Shady, acting like I'm perpetuating a lie about that SWAT. Shady says, this is definitely all orchestrated, but not by you. I agree. As if you forced them to go live about you. Oh my God, Natalie. They spin everything against me. Everything they do, they spin it and flip it around on me and make it like I'm the one that's doing it. You know what I mean? She ruined this whole community because everybody talks about her every single day. She ruined it. I'm not making these mofos talk about me every day. Move the fuck on. I don't like it no more than anybody else. Y'all are the ones that are obsessed, not me. I'm not over here freaking perpetuating your bullshit. Yeah, y'all are giving me a whole lot of power.
But I don't give a fuck what agency it is. Long guns, tall guns, short guns, small guns, skinny and fat. I don't give a fuck. Anybody showing up that beat them jump out boys at my house, that would freak me out. That's what I'm standing up for. I don't know if it was a SWAT or not.
Brittney addresses repeated claims that she orchestrated events behind the scenes, firmly denying coordination or manipulation.
That's what I'm standing up for. I don't know if it was a SWAT or not.
Jesus.
Okay, so to you it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference if it's a SWAT or a wellness check, is what you're ultimately saying.
Well, now, a wellness check is different. A wellness check doesn't usually have the jump out boys, and that's what I consider them. I think if it's 3 or more, that's concerning. It's like, why do you need 6 cops here right now?
Now, did you hear the clip of what I believe is the reason they showed up? I played it for Chasen earlier. He never heard it. Did you hear the right thing? Make a movement, get his tools, and make a movement.
What?
Yeah, this was before the Swiss cheese comment. I don't think they were there for the Swiss cheese comment. I think they were.
No, they were there for what you said. What you believe.
Here, I'll play it because I know some people have not heard it. I know Chasen never heard it, and
I never heard that. I heard the Swiss cheese comment, but that's it. I didn't hear this weird thing that he said.
And this actually, to me, explains why they came to like they came.
Movement and tools and I don't fucking know. Weird shit.
It was weird.
So what? That because he said some dumb shit that justifies it all? That's cool. 6 men show up. Clue, you sound like you sure are very sure. Clue, y'all listen to that assuredness in KKK's voice over there. Exactly, Shady. It doesn't miss me that the detective that stood in my living room, I'll say it again, asked Craig about having an alias of Blackman. The only person that has ever accused Craig of that is Clue herself. And I told the gentleman, well, you just kind of told me who called, because we only know one person that ever accused him of having a quote unquote alias by the name of Blackman. Exactly, Holly. Craig never said anything worse than truth or that other weirdo at what they have said. I don't even remember his name now. So, I mean, y'all just going to sit there and say all this shit's justified. It's cool, right? I mean, let's just go sit up here and break bread with a bunch of real lifers, with a racist, a cancer scammer. You know what I mean? Somebody who makes fun of little children and deceased loved ones. The worst of the worst. But I'm the problem, right? Yeah, I'm the problem. Granny lies more than she speaks. If her mouth is moving, she's telling a lie.
And I think sometimes I will say this, sometimes things can be missed when you have somebody on 3 times speed, you know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah, and
it's so slow and there's so many down moments, it's like I can't.
This portion centers on the distinction between a wellness check and an armed law enforcement response, and why Brittney considers the difference immaterial to the fear involved.
Yeah, I got a 2 to 3.
Oh, sure. All right, let's hear this.
The truth is, what's wrong with Granny and her stupid ass? She can't stand anybody to say anything remotely favorable of me. The truth is, put a 1 in chat if you guys remember this. Before the injunction ever happened, this broad had a vested interest in destroying me. She came out and she said, I'm coming for you, BJ, and I'm going to take your crown. I'm coming for you and I'm taking you down. Put a 1 in chat if you remember that. And ever since she has said that, she has tried everything to turn as many people against me as she can, and she's managed to do it. So when I signed that injunction, she took that and she weaponized it, and she used it to her advantage, all right. And that has been her biggest weapon against me. You make no mistake about it. I get no less than 10 comments, messages, emails a week of people telling me I should have thought about that before I signed the RICO, or maybe you wouldn't. This is your karma because you signed the RICO. You shouldn't. And every time I turn around and I say, God forbid, if I say anything about, somebody going real life on me and my family, well, you shouldn't have went real life on Granny. How do you think Granny feels? Like it's almost like now everybody has free reign to do the worst imaginable things to me that they can because of the RICO. Because you did the RICO, we have all the passes to go real life on you. And she says that in this live stream. In this live stream, she says this many times, that it is me that started the real life because of the RICO, and that is why the community is going low like they are. It's all my fault. Brittney, please find out who calls the SWAT and the CPS calls. That's false. I know, I am trying my best to get to the bottom of it. If there's any way possible I can, I am. Even Jay said that, her buddy. Oh yeah, she did. She absolutely did. Sure did.
That's to hear. It ain't gonna get better.
You can do that.
They're gonna go against your children, against your house, your nation, your freedom.
Brittney outlines her claim that an injunction was strategically weaponized against her reputation and used to justify ongoing harassment.
When you sit back and wait.
You can go to council meeting.
Someone's gonna stand up like that, you know what I mean? Jacob, we all see.
I mean, he's and the names that he referenced are January 6 rioters, but
No, he's not. He's talking about the Bible. Jacob, Caleb, Daniel. That's the Bible. You stupid bitch. Oh, I can't stand her. That's why your karma's coming, Granny. It's coming. Oh, you're going to get what's coming to you. You can't do to people what you do constantly and it not happen. It's coming. And let me tell you something. I am not Tony Matthysse. I'm not responsible for your lawsuits. I'm not responsible. You're responsible for what comes out of that mouth. Your mouth, quite frankly, your mouth is why you're in the position that you're in. Your mouth and the things that you say are why Tony Matthysse is suing you. Your mouth and the things that you say are why Nick the Hat decided to file an injunction against you. I'm just a side piece of that injunction. I'm simply somebody that shows that I'm on the receiving end of your attacks and your pattern of very, very bad behavior. Regardless if I signed that injunction or I didn't, you were going to be a part of it. You keep saying that because I wanted Nick not to go on your panel, think about how stupid this is. Let's just really spell this out. People, use your logical brain. I called Nick the Hat, someone I didn't even know. I called him and I said, Nick, don't go on her panel. Put her in the injunction. That's who you go after. What? That man didn't know me. I don't have any say-so over what these people do. That's not how it works. You catcalled him to your panel, but long before that, for months, you straight bashed Seth Rogers. You told everybody that Sebastian, you said some really horrible things about Sebastian that I'm not going to repeat. You shared things that you should not have shared because you're a busybody bitch and that's what you do. And you've sat here for months on end and you shamed that man as a quote unquote absentee father. You implicated him, you slandered him, and accused him of potentially having his prisoners set up Sebastian's kidnapping. You've accused him of not being in his son's life. You lied to your entire chat and told them that Seth hadn't seen Sebastian in 6 weeks leading up to his disappearance. All of these were lies, bold-faced lies. You told your chat everything that tip line lady said about Sebastian that should have never come out. You accused Sebastian of S.A.ing Chris's daughter. Nobody ever called that shit out. She accused Sebastian of S.A.ing his own stepsister, and then even turned around and told everybody that Sebastian could be judged the same way that the person that S.A.'d him, Sebastian could be judged the same way. She spoke about that kid like he was a perpetrator and not a victim. The hate that you have in your heart is like nothing I've ever witnessed before, Granny. You don't like me because I see through you. You manipulate people to a horrible degree. And you don't like me because I see you for what you are. Period. Period. And everything I just said is 100% fact. 100% fact. I called it out every time she did it. I bet somewhere there's a file out there, and I bet you anything she's been diagnosed as sociopath. Probably so. But then you want to sit there and say that I'm the reason that you got that injunction. No, Jessica, you are the reason. Jessica Singh, you are the reason, not me. And if you're going to sit over there and call me Brittney Jackson, then I'll sit here and I'll call you Jessica Singh. Horrible, horrific lies about a missing child. She is sick, mentally stunted, and delusional. I'd like to point out the person on the receiving end of that phone call with Truth that was talking about Sebastian potentially impregnating his mother was Granny's watching. I don't think that that's any, that should come as any surprise. The same person that's been accusing him of S.A.ing his sister, his stepsister, she's now having a conversation with Truth privately, accusing him of S.A.ing his mom, or him and his mom having a relationship. What's wrong with you? Yeah, don't call me a liar. Put a 1 in chat if y'all remember all those things. Put a 1 in chat if y'all remember her accusing Sebastian of S.A.ing Faith. Put a 1 in chat if you remember her putting out what that tip line lady said about Sebastian that would freaking humiliate him. Put a 1 in chat if you remember when I shared that comment she made on her post to somebody when she said Sebastian could be judged the same as the person that S.A.'d him. She spoke terrible of that kid. She spoke terrible of his father. And then she's going to be shocked when his father, remember, the injunction was about Seth Rogers and Sebastian at the end of the day. And you're going to be shocked when you are chosen to be a part of it. You are one of the worst, the absolute worst creators in this sector in your attacks that you were going after this man about.
This section marks a tonal escalation, where Brittney alleges repeated moral violations involving discussion of minors and rejects claims that she is responsible for those narratives.
No, horrible, horrific. Yes, it sure was. She acted like she had a distaste for Sebastian the whole time. Yes, Jody, she did. She absolutely did. She sure did. But she banks on people's ignorance and hopes they forget stuff. I don't. Yes, and also before I forget, Call It As I See It has her community post I gave her where GW is blaming you for calling her kid's school. She lied about that too today. Wait a minute, is she doing that again? Is she saying that I called her kid's school again today? Shady, please tell me that this broad ain't saying I called her kid's school again today. Oh, I got something for you. Nope, not today, Satan. Not today. Not today, Satan. Okay, that's interesting. Hold on a minute. Just too much. Just way too much. And you don't even got, like, you want to go up there and talk shit on me, Joneson. And oh, that's real cute. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Here we go. Sell again. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Did she take it down? Shit. That's alright. If I have to, I can get it somewhere else. I had it recorded. Is there anybody? So there was I had a video of where Granny, wait a minute. She admitted that so at first she said that she took the damn video down. Damn. Hold on a minute. I think I still got it. Call It As I See It has a good video. Okay, let me go to Call It As I See It, because that there was another person who from our old community who had a video where Granny said she's accusing me of calling her kid's school, and then like a couple weeks later somebody goes in the chat and they're like, who would strip kids? Like, why would you say that your child was stripped down? Nobody would do that at school. Granny's like, strip him down? Nobody's gonna strip my kids down. What are you talking about? And she backtracked. I'm telling y'all, she's a liar. And nobody even called her out on that shit today either, did they? Nope. She's gonna let her sit there and falsely accuse me of calling her kid's school, something I've never done. She's got to do everything she can to turn me. That's what I'm saying. You're such a nasty person when you lie all the time. You don't even have the truth in you. Let me see. I gotta find the video. Jesus. Do you know the name of the video, Shady? I'm looking at. Does anybody know the video? The name of it? It's always about kids. Always. Because Granny does that. Once again, nobody ever talks about her kids. She brings her kids up. Granny brings her kids up. Nobody else. That's it. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm getting some ice. Thank you, Sweet Blue. Sweet Blue, Callie. She says, Brittney, I think you're beautiful. You don't deserve to be treated the way that this platform is allowing you to be treated. All these people have had to live their karma. All these people have to live their karma one day. Keep your head up. Thank you. Yes, Lisa Wooten, they did lie. Absolutely did. She did. She lied through her damn teeth. She said you opened a drug on screen. That never happened, Music Tourette's. That's another lie she's telling. I've never opened a drug on screen. I don't even do drugs. That is so kind of you to say. Yeah, it is, Sweet Blue. Thank you so much. Where did that come from? And that's pretty hefty allegation. Wait a minute. What did the Black Rabbit person say? Grant, get out of my chat. Do you think that? Go pray for me. No, I'm not a narcoleptic. I'm a mother. I'm a mama. I'm a mama, and it's late at night. Okay? That's all. That's the name of the live I watched today. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lisa, I see what you're saying. No, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Yeah, no, the I'm looking for the live stream, or not a live, it's a video, but I call it as I see it. She's still saying you showed your prescription drug on screen. Never happened. That's crazy. See, continuing to lie. Lying through her teeth. Lying through her damn teeth. Won't somebody ask her why she talks about me every single day when I'm not talking about her? Like, this is the same barking bitch, right? Every time you turn around, I don't talk about her. I just want her to leave me alone. Just go on your own way. I don't talk about BJ. Well, then if that's the case, why the fuck don't you stop? I'm not speaking on you. I haven't been over here talking about you and my channel in forever. It's not hard. You really mean that? Put wheels behind that shit and do it. But you don't. Because you are obsessed. Everything, people's going to see. I think some already see it. Everything that Granny says is a full-blown projection. Everything. If she's accusing you of it, she's doing it. Every allegation is a confession, and that's a full-blown fact. I promise you. I'll put my life on it. Every allegation this broad makes about you is a damn confession. Every single one. And if something traumatizing happens to you, something traumatic happens to you, I'll be damned. You can bet your hard-earned dollar within 24 hours to 48 at most, something traumatic's going to happen to her ass. That's how she is. She can't stand it. She's a victim vulture. She is the biggest victim that I have ever witnessed or encountered in my 38 years on this planet. I have never witnessed somebody that craves victimhood the way that Granny's watching does. Jessica Singh never opened a Suboxone online. It wasn't even a Suboxone that I was holding in my hand. They're such a liar. I saw a post that Queen made over there too. Buzzy over there telling people that I nod off on methadone. I've never did methadone a day in my life. That's why I say she's insecure in herself as a parent. Oh, the way that she goes after people's parenting, that has been her go-to. Unbelievable. That's the thing. If they ain't talking about you, they can't get the views. She can't get people if she isn't speaking about it. That's like, go prove that you don't need to talk about me. Do something else, G-dubs. Give me nums. You don't have to defend yourself to anyone but God and family. That's right, Cinderella.
Apparently, they're also from the Bible. So only he can know what ironically, the date of the 6th.
So she just makes up a lie. Craig calls out people from the Bible. And she says, he starts naming off people from Jan 6. She just pulled that out of her ass. And I'm going to assume somebody in her chat said, well, those are names from the Bible. And she had to correct herself, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. It's, they were alerted to what the officer seen in their house the day before or something like that. But
right, the way that police report was written, guns in reach of the children, the several heaters in the living room, everybody knew a CPS visit was coming from that, including Brittney. Hence why she was cleaning Saturday and didn't go live Sunday.
That is the biggest fucking lie I've ever encountered. Biggest fucking lie. First of all, what the fuck, Granny? Why are you... The report didn't say the guns were in reach of my kids. I just played an audio of my...
Brittney argues that accusations made against her mirror the behaviors of her critics, describing what she views as a pattern of projection.
My detective that flat out said CPS was not called. There was no grounds for CPS. So call it as I see it. Has one called. Granny's watching Busted with the school call. I know there's another one, but that's the one. All right, let me see. So she's sitting here pushing this false narrative about still pushing that the cops called CPS when Detective Gagnon sat here and said on my call that he was not concerned and he didn't contact CPS. It come from YouTube. I can't stand her. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. What's it called again, Shady? I need to calm down anyway. This is why I don't talk about her. She is stupid. We are here with you. We see the truth. And if we seen stuff like that, we would call you out then and there. We are the group of intelligent people that have enough moral compass not to buy the shit that they're selling. Well, can I just point this out too, Jody? They're saying that my subscribers are brainwashed. But I would like to just point out that it is them, these people, these creators, right? Granny, Clue, Cletus, Truth, the ilk. They are the ones that repeat themselves 50 times a day, right? They send their subscribers to each other's channels, right? All day long, hours on end. They are taking these people and they're transporting them channel to channel and drilling the same narrative in their minds over and over and over and over. It's like they're watching the same show with a different narrator all day long. They have even made comments about being live in a 24-hour time period, making sure that they have somebody to fill in the gaps. So you tell me who's brainwashed. My subscribers who come and chill with me a few hours a day, or their subscribers who are going and watching the same narrative be pushed in their brain over and over and over on a 24-hour time period, just around the clock cycle. I think y'all might be the problem. Yeah, her fake screenshots. Hey, Jenny Machete. No, he never did it. He didn't admit to messaging Petty. That they set him up. They faked it. Oh my God, that's such bullshit. Yet another lie. And nobody corrected these lies. Nobody. Y'all just sat there and chilled and like you put yourself in that position. You know what I mean? You wanna go live and fact check everything, and never once was any of that shit corrected today. So calling us to see it has one called Granny's watching busted with the school. Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right, let me see. Let's go through this. Bear with me. Here you go. All right, can you guys hear it?
With you, Megan, you're right. I mean, this could get really messy. But again, the grift meant more. The content meant more. It's not like the grift and the content led to the alleged call if it took place. Hell, let's make it worse. Let's go on there and say that this guy basically said, hey, we're friends. Let's have a meeting together.
You probably should have. I mean, I'm wondering, did she run her story by the mods first? And her mod said, yeah, that sounds good.
Well,
but her mod seems shocked.
Which was shocking to me because as an ex-mod, that she talks to her mods all day long. What's the first thing I did when my son's school was called, Megan? Immediately went to you.
Yeah.
Immediately, I said, oh my God, Megan, because my stream ended so abruptly that I was like, I was in fucking horror. I was in tears. I'm like, Megan, somebody called his school. I'm on my way up there right now. What the fuck's going on? And then Megan was like, holy shit, Brittney just made this allegation and blamed you and us yesterday. And I'm like, no fucking way. That's why what she's doing is reckless. Then I was like, I was in fucking horror. I was in tears. I'm like, Megan, somebody called his school. I'm on my way up there right now. What the fuck's going on? And then Megan was like, holy shit, Brittney just made this allegation and blamed you and us yesterday. And I'm like, no fucking way. Then Megan was like, holy shit, Brittney just made this allegation and blamed you and us yesterday. And I'm like, no fucking way.
You forget, this was literally a year ago, right? That this happened. Like, what is it about this time of year? What is it around this date that this happened at the same fucking time?
Oh my God, wait a minute. Was it August 2
Yeah, because
this is right when Heels case tonight.
Wispy is about to do live on Heels for the 1 year.
Yeah, so it's right around the same fucking time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're in,
oh my God, May 9th.
Listen.
Right here, May 9th. At 9:27 a.m. I messaged you. Someone fucking called blank my child's school.
so
right there. May 9th. May 8th, she made the allegation against us because it would have been the night prior. So May 9th. Wow, almost a year to date.
Could be cat's eye, I don't know.
Can I play your voice clip from that day? You don't say anything big. You just recap what Brittney said the night before.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
So I hate hearing my own voice, but yeah.
So do I, but yeah. All right, ready?
That someone called her school.
Oh, wait.
Or her
Story's over.
Oh, my voice. Brittney went live, right? And it was talking about people inciting hate. She kept bringing fucking name up and nonsense and other fucking people, right? And then she said on that live that someone called her school, or her kid's school. And she went to the school, the nurse asked to talk to her. And then the counselor did. Someone called the school and said horrible things. Horrible things were happening in the whole world, whatever. And she wouldn't say like who it was, but she kept alluding to the hate that's being incited is why this is happening. So don't fucking tell me it's not a coincidence that this happens to you today, that they're trying to do the same fucking thing. This is fucking bullshit, Jess. This pisses me the fuck off. I was mad.
I know you were.
I was so fucking mad.
Because I had no idea. And even right here, I wrote, I don't even fucking speak on Brittney.
And she wouldn't say like who it was, but she kept alluding to the hate that's being incited is why this is happening. And she wouldn't say like who it was, but she kept alluding to the hate that's being incited is why this is happening. And she wouldn't say like who it was, but she kept alluding to the hate that's being incited is why this is happening. So don't fucking tell me it's not a coincidence that this happens to you today, that they're trying to do the same fucking thing. This is fucking bullshit, Jess. This pisses me the fuck off. I was mad.
I know you were.
I was so fucking mad.
Because I had no idea. And even right here, I wrote, I don't even fucking speak on Brittney. I said that a year ago. I don't even fucking speak on Brittney.
Yeah, you had no idea that happened because you had asked us to not bring you shit about Brittney. And yeah, it's fucking
as a matter of fact, I'll play back my response to Megan's voice message because I said, oh my fucking God, fuck her. I never fucking fucked with her real life ever. She fucking did this. This is on her, and this is my voice note.
Brittney for 3 fucking years. Never touched her real life. I've been Brittney for 3 fucking years. Never touched her real life. I don't even talk about the fucking bitch.
Oh my God, it's hard to hear this.
This is because of them. This is because of the constant hate they are doing.
That was my response. I don't even fucking talk on the bitch.
No, it's hard to hear again.
This extended segment focuses on the disconnect Brittney sees between actual legal filings and how they are publicly characterized.
Yeah, it kind of got me a little teary-eyed too, because that brings back all those emotions, and she's doing this. She's trying to repeat what she did last year. She's trying to repeat it again.
I'm just...
So even then, you have me saying, like, I don't even fucking talk about this woman. Like, how do I get her just to leave me alone? A year ago.
before this injunction, before all these fucking claims, and let's go back, because she keeps saying, I'm so...
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen.
Wow.
Good to see you.
This is when she did the same thing this time last year. That's when she said, I'm taking Granny to court. Y'all, I called an organization, an anti-bullying organization in Idaho, which isn't her state nor mine. Wow. I don't even fucking speak on Brittney.
Don't y'all find that interesting? Even then, she's saying she don't speak on me. She accused me of calling her kids school. So I'm trying to find it. I have a video where she admits that I didn't call her kids school. Yeah, she then had a lawyer and an RO ready to go in July. Oh yeah, she's threatened me with an attorney for 2 years. Hold on a minute. Let me see. It's messed up. It's so messed up. All of it is. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, I had that video. I had it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go. Hang on a minute.
Me responded via litigation on harassment. We made peace agreements. I stayed away from chats that were going at her. I ignored her. I didn't respond to her. And then she threw me into this litigation. And yet she's still a fucking victim. And it boils my blood, because no matter what, I might have said things that hurt her feelings. I might have made fun of her and made her feel insecure about herself, or whatever it may be. But I've not done a damn thing to affect her real fucking life. There's not one single thing I've ever done to affect her real life. Nothing. I've never called CPS. I've never encouraged it. I've never went knocking on her door. I'm not sending death threats to her. I've never threatened her life. I've never done anything to warrant what she's doing to me. But to still sit there and act like she has some type of upper fucking hand in all of this, and to say that by me responding via litigation, I'm harassing her, and have a bunch of idiots running around repeating it. Like, it's scary. It's scary that people believe it. It's aggravating that I've dealt with this for fucking years. It's sickening that I now have to deal with it on this level, and that she's still a fucking victim, but she chose to go this route. I didn't. Like, I can't fucking stand it. I'm so angry I want to cry, because I fucking hate her. I hate her. I would have never, despite all the sick shit she's ever said about me, including spreading rumors about my personal health, I would have never went this route to try to ruin her in this format, as she did me.
Yeah, you have. You've done this. You've done it for
She's
years.
obsessed with you, and it's creepy obsessed, and you might have to get another restraining order, Jess.
Well, yeah, I spoke with my lawyer. We got her address. Everything's in the works. On there. But here was all my...
This was in January. This was in February. This was way before the injunction. Listen to that. She was talking about she's got an attorney and an RO in the works.
You might have to get another restraining order, Jess.
Well, yeah, I spoke with my lawyer. We got her address. Everything's in the works. On there. But here was always my thing. Uploading a video to YouTube takes a lot of steps. So I never quite understood how somebody that young could take the step, like the title, upload a video. Like, there's a lot to it.
Mm-hmm. And she's bringing it back up, and she said, oh, it was an old video, and he wasn't naked, and blah, 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 and only 3 people seen it, and of course, fucking Potato Angela was all blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she said only 3 people seen it, only had 3 views.
That's a lie. He had like at least 30-something views, so not many people saw it. Like he had a shirt on, but his bottom was naked, and it wasn't naked. She said, yeah, and to be fair, there was a SpongeBob trend at the time, and like you type in SpongeBob, right away came out SpongeBob twerking, you know. So I mean, again, it's not the kid's fault by any means. Right. It's not. But if that was my child, they would still be fucking talking about it. That's where I have
No, I would not. That's the difference between me and you. No, I would not. Try again though, because I'm not like you. If that was your child, I would have not brought that shit up again.
I'm obsessed. Really don't have proof without a doubt that it's third-party harassment. I am. Because showing him in the chat, you know, you can't really prove that's him. There's no voice with it. There's not an indefinite voice on her panel proven that he is still doing everything he can to get at me, which is why there's a third-party harassment clause in PFAs. You know what? I think she's actually very insecure. I think she's extremely insecure.
You see what Justin Othertrow said? Look at that. I can't.
I know. I was thinking that too. I'm learn from the bit.
It's about anything that they do, regardless of the case they're working on. Just in general, do not go out on social media and start pretending that you know, there's no way. Well, however, it is government, so maybe they are smart enough.
Exactly.
I don't believe that.
She showed my whole house on her stream.
I'm not saying she isn't military, I'm not saying she's in the dog network. Is she still? I don't know. Maybe she went rogue. That's all it is. I wanted to be popular. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Like you wanted to be popular.
That's that you would go out there and just go on every YouTube channel and start posting
Granny says, well, she's defending him because he's a big donator, apparently. So I get that, but to insult you over this isn't cool, Jay. But these people love drama, so there's that. So Granny basically pumped up Jay. That was another thing. She gassed Jay up to freaking hate me. That was
amazing voice.
Very
you really have a great voice. It's been nice to hear from you on Britt's channel too. This was 1 year ago. He's playing. This isn't him singing. He's playing Michael Bublé. See, that's not him singing. Bublé could have recorded me. I was fucking. That's fucked up, man. It was fucked up. It was my fault though, because again, the bitch put out my messages, and I said, "Remind me to fill out this Tuesday papers." Oh well, what are you gonna do?
I didn't. I didn't report her. Nothing.
They go her life, they fuck with your life, and Brittney made a post one day. She's like, I forget what kind of threat I supposedly made against her, but she's like, oh, I got things going on in my real life, and blah blah blah. And so she was worried I was gonna adopt her, and I'm like, wait a minute, big, bullied, harassed Brittney J has never been fucking doxxed. Like, you're such a victim, but you've never been doxxed. Let them think it for a minute. Right.
She let her whole fucking chat dox me over that video shit.
Right. I've been doxxed so many damn times. Like, me too. Half of me, like, wait, you've never been doxxed. You're such a victim, but you've never even been doxxed. Not only have I been doxxed, my grandma's been doxxed, my father's been doxxed, my kids have been doxxed, like, my neighbors have been doxxed.
You kind of gives you your freedom, though, after you get doxxed, you know what I mean? Because then you ain't got to be afraid of getting doxxed, you know?
All right, so you just heard what she just said, right? My whole family's been doxxed. She's laughing about it. She's downplaying it. But over on her panel today, she was talking about how horrible I was, that I had her doxxed, right? I'm the reason they all were doxxed. But here she's saying she's been doxxed. She's been doxxed for a long time. Yeah, right? The RICO doxxed her, right, Shady? You caught that too? Only when it's convenient, Jessica will say whatever she needs to say.
You get your freedom when you get doxxed, kind of.
My best freedom was when I had to cancel it, because I looked horrible in that shit.
I remember that.
Anything to, like, look who she's aligned with right now. You don't think these people have done horrible shit to her? Or so she said they have, but who knows? Because she makes up a lot of shit. I don't know.
If she forgave me, she would still be bringing it up.
That's true. Yeah. But to be fair, I think I brought it up, because I wrote it in a community post. So I think I brought that back to the forefront.
Like, in this past week?
Yeah, when I got angry and she was showing my medical, I said, you want to go there, bitch? How about we shelved? Your kid, they're looking all deprived and baggy eyes, and I should have said it. I was in a heat of the moment. I regret saying it.
You heard shit I stand. I get it, Jess.
You know, I mean, even people that claim to not be biased are biased. Yeah, absolutely. I also don't claim to be true crime, Kelly J. I'm a mixture of everything. I'm like a trashy tabloid, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, I've never claimed to be some type of news reporter. I'm not. I have no professionalism about me. Actually, we're lucky if I can even pronounce that word correctly, right? So I don't want to be held to standards that I set my standards for me, right? But I understand the sentiments behind what was being said and all that good stuff. What was I going to say prior to that, though? I'm going to check on sister-in-law. Okay, I forget what I was going to say.
Let me see. Hold on. She don't ever talk about me, right? I mean, you could go back years, and she's like, I don't ever talk about her. But if she talks about me, especially lately, like, my God. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna find that video. I had a video of her, and I'm pretty sure I saved it too. Give me a second, I'm sorry. Shit. All right. Okay, I can't find it right now. I'll try to, though. I'm telling y'all, I got it. And there's a video where she says that I called her kid's school, and then she turns around and says, what kind of school would strip a kid down to their boxers? A school wouldn't strip a kid down to their boxers. I actually probably got it on one of my live streams if I had time to look. Anyway, y'all get the point, right? I honestly am going to have to go through this live and pick apart all of the lies that have been told on me, because today was, I mean, okay, you don't like that people are coming at you and accusing you of playing both sides. Okay, fine, I get that. But why pander to these people? Why would you pander to these people?
Sure that
that type of sympathy that you're saying you give her. I think she
Yeah.
seeks that out. I think she purposely uses true crime cases. Actually, she's interested, gets everybody all emotionally wrapped up, and then brings in her own victimhood. And now people, before they know it, they were once tuning in for this missing child or the sad story, are now tuned in to hear her sad story. I think she has a whole technique down, and I think that imagery of being incapable is part of it. She's a 40-year-old fucking woman.
Yeah, and I think that
Wow. You've thought about that for a while, haven't you?
is like for me, people like me, right, Granny? I didn't know she was 40 until just recently. And
I'm
it was
not
like,
40.
I felt like she was like a younger woman just trying to, get through life. And
Jesus.
I agree. Like she knows she's a grown ass woman. You're right.
Right. And you don't stay with somebody like Craig for 15 plus years if you don't have a lot in common with them. That's why Craig often says things like, oh, we need to go to a different platform where we can be ourselves. Blah, blah, blah. Because he knows Brittney's put on this facade. Brittney's as hateful and as nasty and as rude as Craig. But she has to put on this image, this Christian mother of two image.
I did hear him say on something, I don't know if it was Clue playing it or maybe it was you, Granny, but he said something about like, he asked her a question about something going on, I think, politically or something, and she was like, no, I didn't know about that. And he was in the background like, wow, you're really way out of the loop on news, because that's what he's used to her keeping up with him on,
Well, he said that. He said before, he's tried many times to guide her out of the drama. And like, here's a true crime.
She doesn't watch me though, y'all. Granny doesn't watch me, right? She doesn't watch me, but she knows everything Craig said in the background. Pay attention to that. So what is your point, Joneson? Do y'all see what I mean? Granny says something, and then Joneson comes back and validates what Granny says. So Granny thinks that I'm way worse than what I am right now. I'm exactly the person you see me on this panel as is who I am. I have been here for 3 years. If I was anybody different, that fucking mask would have slipped a long time ago, bro. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you? This is me. What he's talking about is that you don't have to walk on eggs. I can't freaking say a shooter on here. We have to censor every word. Do you see what I mean? She cannot stand that I'm not as effed up as she is. Granny cannot stand it. She wants me to be this evil person, she paints me like I'm this, compulsive liar, bad mother, the worst image you can imagine. That's what Granny has worked tirelessly for 3 years to present me as, and that's not who I am, and she can't stand it. It's anything she can to tarnish my name. That's hate. That's true hate. Why isn't GW working on herself instead of being worried about you? Seems she has a lot of work to do. Exactly, Shady. Talking about I'm 40 years old. Well, first of all, I'm 37. Second of all, you're the same age. So what? What's your point? I know. She even lies about my age.
Heard about this? Why don't you tell your audience about this?
He absolutely has. He absolutely has.
So question of Jones and Jason thinks the Granny Scouts goes wrong. Are they going to donate to barbecue or Granny Legal Fund? I don't expect it.
Oh my God.
But Jason has shared it before, and I do appreciate that.
Wow.
I know that Jones and you have made remarks about me raising funds. I don't think you understand the cost of litigation or the surprise of being thrown into 3 of them. But
Three of them. What is she talking about? 3 litigations. What 3 litigations is she talking about, y'all? Bitch, if you're going to accuse me of throwing you in 3 litigations, you could at least tell me what 3 litigations you're in. Oh, thank you, Pitts Knight Husker. What 3 litigations is she in, y'all? I don't watch this broad. That's what I said, Shady. What's the 3? No man lives with parents. Felon. No man lives with parents. She's a felon. A YouTube bully being sued by Tony Matthysse just doesn't seem like a very happy life to me. While sitting there saying that I threw her in those litigations. I threw her in them. While sitting there saying that she prides herself on her self-awareness, you guys. She prides herself on her self-awareness. But I threw her in the litigation. She can't even admit that her own fucking mouth got her where she's at. You accused that man of selling his property. You did. You accused that man of selling his property to his in-laws to get out of basically having to potentially lose his assets. That's not even going to happen. She did it. That's on you. And he freaking gave you a cease and desist. And he showed her. And I love you, Tony. I know I'm not going to speak much on this because out of respect for Tony, but he gave her a cease and desist, and he showed her the public legal documents proving that what she said was wrong. He provided the legal documentation to prove that he did not sell his property to his in-laws. And instead of doing the smart thing and going live and saying, okay, I was mistaken, it appears that, it was a mix-up. Tony Matthysse did not sell his property. Instead of, making it right, she goes live and like a fool, she doubles down. And what does she do? She goes live and she says, no, I believe that he sold his property for $1. I believe that. No, I believe that with my whole heart. I believe that. And she doubled down. You did that. I didn't. How can you blame me for that? Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate that. Yes, she is, Cheryl. Yes, she is. I don't think she made money on that. I really don't. To be fair, you guys, I will say that. When she lied about having cancer, she didn't take money up about having cancer. I will say, I clearly remember there was no money collected based on her faking cancer. That didn't happen. But she did go live and freaking tell everybody she had cancer. She sure did. All right. Thank you, Natalie, for the super chat. Thank you for contributing towards the goal. I think the goal's over, but still, it helps tremendously. And for that, also, I want to ask, if anybody wants to become a member, please consider supporting the channel. It's greatly appreciated. It helps us way more than you could ever know. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Welcome to the green team. You guys are the best. Yeah, she did have a fund for Disney. All right, let's carry on. Hold on. Oh, I know she collected money. Natalie. I just don't know, I don't think it was cancer related, right? All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I got my facts straight, guys. So if Natalie or Shady, if y'all know something I don't, or more facts about it, then yeah, feel free to share, because all right, hold on. All right, hang on. All right, give me a second. I done lost the damn thing. I'm trying to pull it back up. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Lord, we're getting it. There we go. I found it. Hold on. There we go.
Or the surprise of being thrown into 3 of them. But
three.
I can tell you, what I don't understand about that. Well, first off, I don't donate to anybody's legal funds. Anybody. I didn't even donate to Queens.
yeah.
I can tell you what I don't understand about the injunction, and it could be considered my ignorance by you, and that's okay. But I didn't understand. I felt like we were fighting for the right to keep dragging these parents.
And
that's what I felt like.
No, that's absolutely ridiculous, because and to be fair, most of the times when you would quote unquote say I was dragging these parents, you would chase it over here, right? Did you ever feel my content was so aggressive that I deserved to be sued for it?
No, I didn't think you deserved to be sued for it. No.
And at that time, if you were lying,
why entertain them? Once they did what they did with that injunction, I felt like,
oh, I'll tell you exactly why.
Wouldn't it have been easier, Granny, to just not?
And I'll tell you why. Because if you go back to that time frame, I wasn't even talking about Brittney at that time. Honest to God, she might have gotten mentioned here or there, but she wasn't my daily content. None of that.
She wasn't.
And when she threw me into all this because she thought I dog whistled for Nick to come on panel, if I was just going to shut up,
that's a lie. That's a lie. None of that's true. I didn't dog whistle her, or I didn't throw her into this litigation. And no, she's not being sued for shit, for nothing. I mean, nobody's going to correct any of this. If you listen to this girl and you didn't know anything about any of it, you would think that we were taking her for her freedom and several millions of dollars. It was a plea to the judge to tell them to stop trashing the father of a missing child, to stop demeaning and basically slandering all of us. That's it. And all she had to do was say, okay, I'll stop. She literally could have made a deal with Lesniak and said, okay, I'll stop slandering Seth and all the other plaintiffs. I'll stop slandering them and pay the $400 that it cost them to file the documents, and it would have been over. She leaves that out. She leaves that part out, where all she had to do was agree that she would stop trashing us It didn't mean that she would still be able to talk about Sebastian's case. They never took that from her at all. This is crazy. All right, let's keep going.
I would have never paid thousands of dollars to have the right to speak. I knew at that point it wasn't just me being threatened, it was this entire community.
Oh, God.
YouTube entirely. This is a slippery slope. And they successfully got me to shut up. So my 500. They would have knocked it out. Perhaps your door next. It could have been any greater than after me. I did being silenced by these bullies, and what I knew was a frivolous lawsuit. I didn't do what I was accused of. My pride wouldn't let me just be quiet about it. And I had to speak because I found out about it via social media. Imagine if I left it at that. They had me upper hand and tarnishing my reputation. I was running a criminal enterprise, blood on my hands because that missing child could be found, and I supposedly knew where he was. I don't think, I think for a lot of people, and I think for a lot of people, you kind of hear like freak out, you're just like, oh, y'all know you're not, why do you care? You're not running my enterprise. Because it was my neighborhood. I had to call my grandma and say, Grandma, if you see a press conference with all the bounty hunter at our local court steps, this is why. I'd explain to my family, I'd prepare my children to turn on the news and see that I'm operating a criminal enterprise. This took place in my backyard, just in my little neighborhood. We don't love the street like this.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, this was so farther than people even recognized. And it always gets dismissed because, well, you could have just shut up. No, I couldn't have. If I had shut
It always gets dismissed. It always gets dismissed. For the love of God.
Brittney reacts to remarks she perceives as selective empathy, particularly around addiction, family circumstances, and moral judgment.
This is all we've had to hear about for the last year and a half. This has been her freaking claim to fame. She loves this shit. This has been her opportunity to make herself a victim, and she loves it. Listen to her crying. Like, and all Joneson did the whole time was pander to it. Put a 1 in chat if you think Joneson was being on the fence here. Hindering an investigation does not mean anyone thought you knew where he was. I mean, exactly. I mean, this shit pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, because she's made my life a living hell. You want to talk about somebody making somebody's life a living hell? She has made my life an absolute living nightmare, and then some. I'm sorry, and to sit here and act like, oh, call it as I see it, since I made that 2-part video. Hold on a second. Okay. This is wild, bro.
If I had shut up, where would I be?
Well, I think, okay, and this is where it differs for me and you too, Granny. You're the one going through it. You feel differently. Maybe I'm one of those people I wouldn't know unless it happened to me, or I wouldn't be able to understand it unless it happened to me.
And I don't think you understand the fear of turning on YouTube and being hearing for somebody else that you're being sued by 10 people for operating a RICO. And then it's up and off. Good luck finding an attorney, one that you can afford. Okay, because I don't have the funds to miss it. And I don't think that, there's no shame in saying that. I don't think many of us could afford litigation.
No, I wouldn't be able to do all that.
And then you have to find somebody who's willing to intercept the fact that this is national news. It's based around a missing child and dog bounty hunter. By the grace of God, I first hired 2 people I would never recommend, and I landed with the attorney I have now. Thank God for that. But I don't think people understand how fucking lonely it was. How fucking scary it was.
Oh my Lord.
Keep hearing well, why didn't you just shut up? What do you mean? I wasn't even given a choice.
Well, I think the reason my mind goes there is because I haven't experienced it, but I think in that situation, I would be like, okay, I need to pick or choose my battles. It doesn't mean you had to do that. Like you said, you're right, and you knew what they were doing.
And the other thing is, I wasn't given a choice to pick or choose. I didn't receive a CV with a head quote what was to come.
Yeah, you just brought it in. I get it. I do.
You know what I mean? It wasn't even a matter of like, do I take it or not? And then I for a while there, I didn't even speak on Brittney or any of them because I was scared until my attorney said, "You're not paying me all this money to shut up. You can say what you want to say, just don't do X, Y, and Z." And I followed that. And I had to because I have to raise the funds to continue the fight.
You also don't need to have experienced it to have gone
Oh God, here we go.
Documents that were read out by dates, for example, and listen to what was stated in the initial documentation to see that there is nothing in there about bashing parents.
Yeah,
you were sold a lie.
And that is so much about the parents. That's true.
Right?
No, we
were
knew
sold
that there
a lie.
were some laws in there, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, there's a whole lie. There's nothing in there about parents. It's really not. But the statement of intent was, and what was actually in the documentation are very different things. Very, very different. And it's the 13 dose.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
And in order for me to settle, I'd have to agree that I endangered the welfare of a missing child. That's admitting to a crime. Like, it wasn't even it wasn't just hand over 500 he's buying it, because of course I thought about that. What would be easier, coming out with 500 or coming out with the 25,000 I was quoted from the jump? To even educate this, you know what I mean? Like, I am going to be honest that it amazes me that you have empathy towards Brittney because she may or may not live with an alcoholic.
Oh my God. Y'all, That shit come out of nowhere. Did you hear that? Just out of nowhere. She looked. Oh my God, y'all got to hear that. Listen to that. She just went out off the rails with that.
I've explained this to my family.
Listen to this shit.
And I think for a lot of people, you kind of hear like breakdown. You're just like, oh, we all know you're not. Why do you care? You're not running for enterprise because it was my neighborhood. I had to call my grandmom and say, Grandma, if you see a press conference, going to bounty hunter at our local court steps, this is why. I'd explain this to my family. I had to prepare my children to turn on the news and see that I'm operating a criminal enterprise. This took place in my backyard, Jim's, in my little neighborhood. We got a whole street like it. You know what I mean? Like, this was so farther than people even recognized. And it always gets dismissed because, well, you could have just shut up. No, I couldn't have. If I had shut up, where would I be?
Well, I think, okay, and this is where it differs for me and you too, Granny. You're the one going through it.
I don't think you understand the fear of turning on YouTube and being here.
Oh my God.
For somebody else, and you're being sued by 10 people for operating a RICO. And then to top it off, good luck finding an attorney, one that you can afford. Okay, because I don't have a pop. Listen, and I don't think that's, there's no shame to say that. I don't think many of us could afford to.
No, I wouldn't be able to do all that.
And then you have to find somebody who's willing to intercept the fact that this is national news. It's based around a missing child and dog bounty hunter. By the grace of God, I first hired 2 people I would never recommend, but I landed with the attorney I have now. Thank God for that. I don't think people understand how fucking lonely it was, how fucking scary it was. And to keep hearing this, well, why didn't you just shut up? What do you mean? I wasn't even given a choice.
Well, I think the reason my mind goes there is because I haven't experienced it, but I think in that situation, I would be like, okay, I need to pick or choose my battles. It doesn't mean you had to do that. Like you said, you're right, and you knew what they were doing.
And the other thing was
to it.
I wasn't given a choice to pick or choose. I didn't receive a CD with a head full of what was to come.
Yeah, you just thrown in it. I get it. I do.
You know what I mean? It doesn't even matter of like, do I take it or not? And then I for a while there, I didn't even speak on Brittney or any of them because I was scared. Until my attorney said, you're not paying me all this money to shut up. You can say what you said, just don't do X, Y, and Z. And I followed that. And I had to because I had to raise the funds to continue the fight.
You also don't need to have experienced it to have gone and listened to the documents that were read out by dates, for example, and listened to what was stated in the initial documentation to see that there is nothing in there about bashing parents.
Yeah,
you were sold a lie. And that is
it wasn't about the parents. That's true.
Right?
No, there were some lies in there, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, there's a whole lie. There's nothing in there about parents. It's really not. What the statement of intent was and what was actually in documentation are very different things. Very, very different. And it's the 50 dose.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
And in order for me to settle, I'd have to agree that I endangered the welfare of a missing child. That's admitting to a crime. Like, it wasn't just hand over 500 and be quiet, because of course I thought about that. What would be easier, coming up with 500 or coming up with the 25,000 I was quoted from the jump? To even indicate this, you know what I mean? Like, I am going to be honest that it amazes me that you have empathy towards Brittney because she may or may not live with an alcoholic deadbeat, but you can't have empathy towards a single mother of 2 kids that also struggles with addiction.
She almost started crying there. It pisses me off that you have empathy towards Brittney. Listen to that. The truth just come out right there. If you want to know how petty and hateful Granny is, that's it right there. This is what she cares about. She's a victim. It's all about being a victim.
I am going to be honest that it amazes me that you have empathy towards Brittney because she may or may not live with an alcoholic deadbeat, but you can't have empathy towards a single mother of 2 kids that also struggles with addiction.
Who said I don't have empathy for you?
Well, then you kind of made it, because you kind of been making it like, well, why didn't you just shut up? I've heard that so many times.
That's just in my mind. That's how I feel. I can't take that away. But the fact that you were thrown into it, I do sympathize with that. I do sympathize with how it affects your real life. But that's also
not just the emotional. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. But that's also why I don't talk about it, Granny. Yeah. Don't talk about the injunction because I do think it's wrong that it was done, and I do think that you have a right to be pissed the fuck off. I agree all of that. I don't speak on it because it's like I do still have my feelings of, well, why don't you just stop talking about it, right? Why didn't you just stop talking? And that takes away from the empathy that I do have and from you. Because the thing is, see both.
Right. Like I said, there was nothing to stop talking about, right? Like, I knew I fell under my right to free speech. I knew that I never called Seth the P word. I never said he took Sebastian's life. I knew what I said about Brittney wasn't defamatory. I knew that the allegations against me were 100% baseless, and as proven because they never submitted evidence, right? So it's like I can shut up and let the internet believe that I'm guilty of running a RICO and perhaps hiding a missing child, or I can fight back my right to free speech as well as yours. Because again, it's a slippery slope.
It's so crazy because I have so many thoughts that go through my head on every single situation. I think of the good, the bad, the ups, the downs. But I have to put myself, I've put myself in Brittney's shoes, right? Like, if I had this many people coming at me and going this hard into my real life, like, how would I feel? I do. I didn't do that. You didn't. No, you didn't. But I do have to do that. I do that with every situation. I do that with you. Like, what I can say, it's easy to say. You could just stop talking about them, right? You could stop talking about Seth. You could just stick to the facts of the situation. I can say that all day long, but I still have that in the background of, but what if it happened to me? Like, would I have that same heritage if it did? Probably not. I probably would lose my shit. So it's easy to say, well, you should have just stopped talking. Yeah, I know that. I mean, to be fair, the same can be said for her. I warned that bitch 3 motherfucking times. Bitch, shut the fuck up. If you don't want me to come back to you, shut your goddamn mouth. And you didn't. I know. I don't give a fuck who the hell jumps on the train. But all I know, one of my attention, and now you have it.
Okay. Who do you think you are? Did you hear what Johnson just said? I know. You don't tell me what to do. She thinks that she's this big Billy badass man.
Your goddamn mouth.
Listen to her.
And she didn't. I know.
And listen to Johnson.
Who the hell jumped on the train? But all I know is you wanted my attention, and now you have it.
And I know that after this was filed against me, I didn't speak. Matter of fact, I documented every time Brittney spoke on me because I was amazed that somebody would go to the courts to silence somebody but continue poking at them. And then I finally realized, to be quite honest, Jonesy, when in the truth, I got fucking attorney bills to pay.
Of course you do.
I'm going to speak it. I'm going to give everybody every update.
You didn't honest about it, though.
It's because if I didn't.
So there she goes, admitting that she's grifting for attorney's money, and nobody bats an eyelash. That's fine. Yeah, she's the biggest perpetual victim, the biggest perpetual fucking victim. She cannot stand it. She can't stand for anybody else. Oh my God, she's a big baby. She's a massive baby.
If everybody does, first off, I should charge Brittney by the hour every time I give an update towards the litigation because I know damn well she's not getting it from Leslie. Secondly, these people help me fight this. They deserve to know every update of it along the way. And lastly, yeah, I want people to know what shitbags they are. I want people to know that these guys would go into a courtroom, lie, anything like this job. And if anything's about hiring this private investigative group, can have a forewarned must come. And honestly, I think it's disappointing that more people don't talk about it.
You want us to talk about it, but then if we talk about it, Granny, our opinions are there, and our opinions might not line with yours. Then you're upset that we, don't agree on something.
Well, no, it's because to be fair, the many times you have spoken about me, did I ever respond? I'm not as thirsty for I'm a victim content as Brittney, so quite frankly, I don't respond.
Oh my God. I can't believe that just came out of her mouth. I'm not as thirsty as I'm a victim content like Brittney. I told y'all, everything this girl says about you is a protection. Every damn thing. You literally just got it out of your mouth. I don't understand why you don't have any sympathy for me, but you got sympathy for her. Like, you freaking what? That's one of her lawsuits. You is thirsty. Bitch, your mouth is stuck together. Exactly, Jody. She's so thirsty. Beyond thirsty. And she's sitting here telling Jones and she don't understand why this is what I'm talking about, y'all. In one breath she says that she tells these people to stop talking about me, that it's wrong, right? But look, she's sitting here telling Jones and them that they need to talk about it too. Don't let this bitch fool you. She wants this dog out. If she has it her way, she'll have more people on the internet. She's admitted that she was the reason that
This portion centers on Brittney questioning why she alone bears sustained blame while others avoid accountability.
Hillbilly Belinda came over. She said, we got Girl World over here. We got Girl World going after Brittney now. She said that. We got Girl World going after Brittney now. You can't make this shit up. Hillbilly Belinda and her crew, Jody, Granny and them. Granny, when she went live and introduced them, she said that they got Girl World over here.
I'm not as thirsty for I'm a victim content as
Brittney.
So
you are very thirsty.
My thing is,
I don't respond often.
I don't think it needs to be taken from the perspective of like, oh, it happened to Granny. That's how I feel about Granny. How about the fact that it happens to Sebastian Rogers? How about the fact that this
absolutely, man.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the fact that it's not.
Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Where they accused up to 50 of us. You could have been one.
Oh my God! Here she goes. She's such a
understand. Okay,
she's such a manipulator. Listen to how she. Oh my God! And Joneson, Where's the gray at? Anybody gonna ask Joneson? And Chasen ain't opened her mouth. Where's the gray at, Joneson? Where did that gray go that you bragged about?
Tried to lie to an entire community, and when they didn't get past us with their lies, they filed a RICO, where they accused up to 50 of us. You could have been one.
But can you understand? Okay, and I'm asking this with all respect. Can you understand that some of us, I'm gonna speak just for myself. I feel like there was a point in time where you did start going down this slippery slope with the things you were saying in terms of Seth. So I feel differently. I feel like some of what was put in there was true. I'd have to go back through it.
You can't quote it because the only thing that was put in there is that I called Seth a pedo and it was under.
You didn't call him a pedo, but you absolutely insinuated it.
No, he insinuated it when he told us the age Katie was when he looked at her and said, "I'm going to marry you one day."
Oh
and then
my
when he did the
God.
math, he gave that information out.
I went right down that slippery slope with Granny. So
Seth was right up here on the panel with me because you
Oh,
wanted
I had stopped coming around as much then, but Jason was still here all the time.
Wow.
I was just like, oh no, like it's gonna go somewhere bad. And then look what happens.
I know, I noticed that.
Injunction. And it's
Yeah, Holly, I noticed that too. I'm telling you, this is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Johnson can say what the fuck she wants to say. I think she wants these people to like her. The very second she got up there and they was canoodling and all talking to each other and stuff, she straight up said, I like this. I'd like to be able to come together and talk like this.
troll for them, but it's real life for Granny. It's real life for people involved. But it's a troll for them.
at that point, I think things were becoming more of critiques of, of the parents, because there was nothing coming out on Sebastian's case. So it became, we're picking apart everything. And some of the things that Seth was saying were disgusting, absolutely disgusting. So yeah, there were many days that I was right here with Granny saying the same things. It just like happened in Summer's case. But after a while, I'm like, okay, this is a bit much. This is, overall, including me, this is too much. I need
Well,
to
and then it became personal.
give up.
Because then he threw me in a RICO, and I want to make it loud and clear again. Why wasn't that filed under defamation? Why was it filed under emotional distress?
Yeah, it should have been, if it wasn't true, it should have been under defamation. I absolutely understand it. I do think it's disgusting. It's something I would choose not to talk about.
Right.
It's just, and that's where the difference is. I didn't agree with what you did start talking about. And so I didn't call you out. I didn't do live streams. Our shit went sour. We had two situations, right? We had the situation where you were talking about Brittney nodding off. It was the first time y'all called her, sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's when I didn't say nodding off, but I was accused of saying this, so then I said it. Yes, that did definitely happen.
But I didn't say you said she nodded.
No.
No, that wasn't me. But I said, I felt a certain way about that. And you said, well, what about when they did that to me? And I told you right there in chat, I would have stood up for you too in that moment. Not because of who it is. It's just something that doesn't morally align with my brain, and my heart. So it doesn't necessarily make you wrong, but because I'm not necessarily right.
Right. But let me ask you this. If I was coming live like night after night and falling asleep mid-sentence and banging my head into a mic and, my kids were anxiously trying to wake me, you wouldn't commentate on that?
Well, Granny, I think, it's so messy. I think, because I think you lost time, right?
Yeah, that was October. That was after she filed this litigation against me, accused me of threatening to burn her house down. Found out they found my child's employment and contacted the family she was working for, literally stalking my child. Yes, that was after that, and I had enough of the coddling and pretending not to see what I saw. So yeah, that was late October.
Yeah, so that was I felt a way, and maybe it's because I had backed away a little bit by then, but I felt a way as in like, it's so hard to explain the thoughts going through my mind. I felt like, what was we talking about again?
About
I
just wanted to press.
I felt like it was a jump to go straight to she's nodding out and talking about substances.
Yeah, it is every damn time. Just like he just called my name. What y'all think they're gonna do? They're gonna say that I'm nodding off over here because my son called my name. I mean, it's bullshit. Hold on, y'all.
They say put him in the mental
Oh,
institution,
great heavens! Here we go.
But I think honestly, my opinion, I think the guy is highly manipulative. I think he was drug induced when he did it. So I think.
Hold on a second. That didn't. I don't know how somehow we got it fast forward. Hold on.
Anybody else? We carry animosity with us. I can say that because I did check. It was just off the collar.
Hold on.
Lord. right? The way she has attacked or went after you, the way she has went after Clue. I get that. So I think y'all have more of, we have, wait a second. She can't do a stream. But what if she can't say that to him?
Oh my God.
No, that's a sick bitch. Let me go kill her. That doesn't apply though, right?
It does apply. It does apply.
Saying it was because of them could lead to us being swatted? Don't you think that goes both ways?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I said she.
Honestly, Saints, I could watch a whole movie and not know one single actor's name, or even the title of the movie, to be honest. It's bad. But I enjoyed that. Labyrinth is one of my favorites, but anyhow, so I don't know how long you were listening, Jonesing, because I can't see or anything, but we're genuinely curious about this whole SWAT thing, Brittney's history of lying about things like this. I guess one of the biggest things is, why did you guys, in Chase and Answer for her, immediately go to defend her that she was absolutely swatted?
Well, I wasn't on that panel, but for a minute, I know Jason and Deets were kind of just going off what they could obviously see from what was sent to them. I was only up there for a second, so I didn't really have much to say, but I did see that somebody commented something about what did Johnson mean when she said they finally got her.
Honey, hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Said,
Baby, I
think
am.
The creators don't keep in mind how influenced people watching them are and can be. Even if
Hold
it's
on,
not
y'all.
a parasocial thing for the creeps.
Internet and saying it was because of them could lead to us being swatted? Don't you think that goes both ways?
Oh my God.
Say anybody's.
So she just flipped that. I never blamed anybody for doing it. Whose name did I call for calling the SWAT on me? So now Granny's going to be the make their. Oh my God. This broad is impossible. Wow.
Specifically.
But that doesn't, hold on. So that same mentality, though, doesn't apply when you lie and say that someone supported a predator that
Oh my God.
with their kid. You don't think somebody
Here we
might
go.
be like, oh, fuck, that's a sick bitch. Let me go kill her. That doesn't apply, though, right? Just ask them.
It does apply.
Let's
And
take
I've
it from a different
absolutely
tone.
said that. I've absolutely said that over and over and over. I can't help what y'all want to hear and not hear.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of wanting to hear or what not to hear. I think the fact of the matter is that ultimately, rather we replay Brittney's stream and we're like, oh shit, you hear that? We wouldn't be able to do that if she wasn't allowing this.
Oh my God.
So the accountability starts and ends at home. I can't.
So it's all my fault what these motherfuckers are doing. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. According to their logic, you can get by with anything, man. You know that? If we go off of Clue and Granny's logic, you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want and get by with it. You can go rob a bank because the bank advertised that they had money, y'all. That's their logic, right? The bank told you that they had a vault where they would hold your money. That gives you fair game to go and rob that bank because they told you that money was in the vault. If they hadn't have told you that money was in the vault, you'd have never known it. You'd never know it. So it's their fault because they advertised that money in the vault. It's all their fault. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Her kids are fair game. We can talk about them all we want because she let you hear them in the background. And yeah, just a minute. Hold on, buddy. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute. All right. This is cool. This is wild, y'all. This is wild. All right, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. I'm gonna go over a little bit more.
Can't stop people. I've shouted for a year now, whether people want to hear that or not, to stop going real life on this bitch.
Oh my
Just stop
God.
calling people. Stop wasting resources. But it still happens, and she'll still say, well, Granny. And it's like, no, bitch, that has nothing to do with me. But
No,
so
to me, you're the least of the, like,
Oh
you
my
have
God.
more of the reason, and the least of the one that's going after her. You do take your shots and you do cover her when you feel the need to, but I agree. I think it does start at home. I can say, Brittney, you should clear out your background 100 fucking times. It doesn't work. Just like when Craig came out here and was doing his TikTok live, and she was on the other side, and he was telling everybody she was sleeping, right? He was clapping and doing all that. That's where the call comes from within the home. If he's doing the same thing everybody else is doing, then what's the point in even trying to stand up for this?
That's what I was getting to. Like, why do you put your neck on the line to defend her, knowing that she's a pathological liar, and you know that? You
I
know
do
what I mean?
know
Like,
she's a liar, but I think the difference is I'm not so invested in Brittney to where I give a fuck what she lies about. Like, it's just like, why does it matter that she's a liar if you know she's a liar? You know what I'm saying? Then you know to take
put it this
her
way.
with an assault.
If this girl was constantly lying on you, already questioned it.
Hold on.
Would you care that she's lying?
Oh my God.
It's personal, and I get for you guys it's not. But then if it's not personal for you and you don't really care that much, why even take a defensive tone when it comes to her?
Oh my
Is it
God.
because of who you dislike?
She's so bothered that Jones had ever defended me. You literally have her up on panel for hours asking her the same round of questions over and over and over, 5 different ways. Why defend her? Why even take? Oh my God. Do y'all see? Like, if people just pay attention, Granny's very transparent. You can see what she's mad that Jones had ever defended me. That's all. Oh, it makes me sick.
I don't know. I can tell you, I know a lot of people feel like I just constantly stand up for Brittney, and I get that they feel that way. But I also call Brittney out for shit. Just like you had people in the comments saying, ask the HOA where the 10K is. Well, if you watched, we went over the receipts, and we recognized that there's $1,500 that Brenda Stapleton sent her. Where is that $1,500? We've asked that question. I can't force the answer out of her, but it is there. We do know. But the thing is, like, it's
Jesus.
crazy when you're sitting on the outside, right, and you're just watching the back and forth, because that's where this started for me. I was just sitting on the outside. I was watching the back and forth. Not between you and her. I don't take y'all, like, I feel like you have every right to feel the way you feel. But I do feel like it was real life getting herself into that injunction. I've said that time and time again, like, you did that off the back of a missing child. Why the fuck would you do that? But I think it's when you're sitting in the background and you're watching all these people go back and forth at each other, but you realize that this set of people is doing the same thing that they're calling that person out.
Johnson, you judge a situation that you don't know nothing about. That's the problem. And it always has been that way. She judges the situation between me and Granny, and she don't even know the origins or the first part of that problem. Like, she's always approached that situation from Granny's side. You know what I mean? Like, she don't know the hell that I went through with her. She looks at it like I've been the protagonist this whole time. There's a good reason why I decided to take part in that litigation against Granny. People look past that part. Y'all don't understand. I didn't just sign an injunction because I didn't like her. Granny and her friends were the OGs of recording the audio in my background. She's been slandering my name and my character since the beginning. But what really got me was sharing my property, showing my address to the world. She doxed me. Right, call it as I see it. Which Johnson would have said, play the clip just one time, right? She didn't stand up to. I'm sorry, and I mean I know that's probably not going to sit well with some of y'all. Some of y'all's probably going to be upset with me saying this, but Johnson fucking she caved and gave in to everything. Johnson validated every lie that Granny said.
Brittney temporarily closes the stream, stating her intent to revisit the material with fresh eyes.
Over and over and over. She wants them to like her. I don't care what, I mean, it's beyond obvious. I just cannot. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this right here where it's at, and I'm gonna go over this tomorrow with fresh, with fresh eyes. Yes, Britt, start that beginning and go chronological. Yeah, I'm gonna try to, Otto. I'm gonna try to do as best I can. And there are so many lies. God, there's so many lies. Unbelievable. I don't even know. I don't even have words. Mom. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, it really would call it as I see it. You're talking about 4 or 5 years, or well, it ain't that long, but 3 or 4 years, seriously. Oh my God. I'm awake, baby. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a blessed night. Thank you guys for everything. Remember, only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Oh my god.
Buddy, I'm ending the stream. All right, bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night. No,
This marks the beginning of a second live stream, which Brittney describes as brief but necessary to address ongoing claims.
I'm gonna wait on you guys. This is a very, literally, I'm just gonna wait for a second, see if you guys come in. This isn't gonna be a long one. I got stuff to do. Grocery shopping. Need to wait you guys to come in. Hopefully you can hear me well. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. It's Tuesday. Ooh, ooh. Sticky, icky, icky, icky. Put a 5x5. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Miss Esther. This is going to be a quick one. I just want to talk to you guys about a few things because, excuse me, I got to air out. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. All right, 5x5. Can you guys hear me all right? Hey, Astro. Hey, PJ. Hey, Daisy Duke. Good to see you guys. We got 105 in here today. This format's so weird. So weird. Coming in loud and clear. Okay, this isn't going to be a very long one. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. I'm okay. Chameleon, did something else happen? Lord, no. If anything transpired today, I don't know about it, so you'll have to let me know. Is there more stuff going on? What kind of secret can you keep it? Thank you so much for the floating heart. Oh, they're still at it today, Chameleon? It's Christmas time. Yeah, it never ends. Well, that's okay. That's all right. I'm going to be doing my part 2 today, too. After I finish my, real life stuff, getting my groceries and stuff like that, I'm going to go live, too. And I'm going to do my part 2. But I want to talk to y'all. There's 180 in here. Thank you, Tracy, for the 6-7. They got a secret. Who is it today? Oh, no, Holly. Holly's stuck in traffic. Thank you, Opal Sis. Thank you. Thank you, Holly. Thank you for the marshmallow. Thank you, Opal Sis, for the high five. Hi, Bliss Blessings. Nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day at work. Hey, Just My Girls. Good to see you. Let's see. I think you're fibbing. Okay. Okay, Brecky. G, Brecky. Hold on 1 second. Hello, Diana. Hey, Carolina Moon. I am live for a second. Just Jana, Makeup Mash. I gotta ask them for prayers for Lisa. Hey guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back. Y'all, let me pay my bill real quick, guys. Give me just a second. Hey y'all, can you guys still hear me? All right, who said that? Oh my lord, get in here. What do you want, a bowl or a cone?
Cone.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll call you back in here. No, I'll do all that in a minute. Let me see. Hey Marie, hey Country Guy, hey Reality, Holly, Chameleon, hey Happy Holidays. I don't even know why I try to do this during the day. Lord have mercy. Go live during the day, they say. It'll be better, they say. Yeah, when you got a whole family that you got to take care of. All right, so who's saying that I was unhinged? Unhinged? Unhinged is when you get how many people on panel? 5, 6 different people on panel who all consecutively go live about me every single day for a year and a half straight. The panel host who has come after me for the better part of 3.5 going on 4 years. Yeah, I'm unhinged. That is the biggest gaslight I've ever heard in my life.
Brittney responds directly to accusations that she is mentally unstable, reframing the narrative as prolonged trauma response.
Only with these people, when you respond and defend yourself, you're the bad person. I'm the protagonist because I defend myself. Are you kidding me? You can't make this up. You really can't. You really, really cannot make this up. Bless it. Hold on a second, y'all. Now I got my daughter calling.
I just want to talk about a couple of things, and then I'm going to end it out, because, oh my Lord. Hold on. Jesus. Who's saying that I'm unhinged? Hold on a second. Hey, Jenny. You didn't upset me. Yes, and well, that's what I want to talk about too. But hold on. Let me grab this cup. I want to talk about. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people saying that I'm declining, or I'm going downhill, or that I'm diminishing. You know what I mean? I'm falling apart. First of all, has this stuff got to me? Yeah. You can't go through this for a year and a half of constant harassment, ridicule, trauma. My family, my kids, everybody has been traumatized by this shit. You can't go through this for a solid year and a half and not have any type of emotional damage. I don't know anybody that wouldn't be affected. I probably need counseling, if I'm being honest, but deteriorating? No, ma'am. No. It's laughable that people keep saying that I'm on drugs. And I get it. Okay, she falls asleep. Okay. Look at the time. People. What's my crime? What is my crime? I fell asleep. It's always been at night. Late at night. That narrative it really pisses me off. It really pisses me off. It's like, it's not enough that you got all these people talking shit about you constantly, but now they're going to try to gaslight you and make you the crazy one. You know what I mean? Like, fuck y'all. I'm not. What is it that Dave Chappelle says? Maybe the environment is a little sick. Calling somebody crazy is dismissive. Maybe the environment's a little sick. Look around. Look around at this shit. My God. You want to know what's so crazy about it too is Queen Bee's falling asleep on panel left and right. Where's the outrage? Why ain't y'all calling her out? Y'all can sit there and lie to yourself. I'm not going to do it. I know what I hear. You know what you hear too. People just don't say nothing about it. I will. And then if you call it out, you got people like, did you say that about her? Because she does. I'm not going to adhere to anybody else's rules. I'm going to say and do what I want to do. Quite frankly, like, the rules only apply to some people on this platform and not to others. Just have a quick question for Shayna. This Russian blue cat keeps growing. How big do they get? Oh, girl. You might have a miniature lion in your house, Shady. It's hilarious when everyone on Queen's panel is like, where's Queen? And she's nowhere to be found. Listen to her. Just listen. Y'all, just listen. If Queen had to do her own panel for 1 week, she would be exposed. I'm telling you, what was it that Centers, I'm on Kiwi Farms. Oh my God. I've been on Kiwi Farms, right? Good to know, what is we Frosty supposed to be like a moral arbiter? So good to know you're all a part of Kiwi Farms. We Frosty, fucking weirdo. Do these people realize that their shit's documented? Like, if something happens, like, we've got all of that. Where every one of these people that have posted about me being on that site, we've got it. So congratulations,
This segment focuses on perceived inconsistencies in how behavior is judged depending on who engages in it.
You weirdo. Imagine getting excited about somebody being on a Doxxing site. You hate somebody that much, you want something bad to happen to them. But I'm the problem here. Who said I was unhinged, y'all? That's what I want to know. And I didn't know this. Laughing about my friend being in the hospital. I read Angela's post. Anybody else know about that? Clue laughs about my friend Ivy League being in the hospital. Speaking of which, guys, I'm going to ask for prayer for her as well. We need all the prayer we can get for her, for our Ivy League. Keep it going, prayer warriors. You guys are amazing. We love her so much. And I'm telling you right now, if there's anybody, that can't leave that alone and just pray for her, you're worse than I ever imagined. Thank you, Jump AZ. Diana, we're still waiting on news. Yeah, I know. I saw, Shayna, where y'all had the call. I was going to talk to you after the live. Well, I'm telling you right now, I saw Angela's post. Make sure that you report on Brandy Wine. She is threatening you with legal action after the RICO. Oh, I hope she does. I hope she does. You forget I know who you are now. Everything's I'm going to her police about everything. Everything. You go right ahead. It's not going to work out the way you think it is. She's a big liar just like the rest of them. Just like the rest of them. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Let me give my son this. Hold on. All right. Y'all come shot for me. Lord have mercy. Merry Christmas, Nanny Sharon. All right, so you should go to the cops like yesterday. Holly, we're going to the cops, but the amount of stuff that I'm taking to the cops requires us gathering a lot of stuff together. You got to remember, Brandy has been going for over a year. We have a ton of stuff to do. Oh my God, Shayna, I'm gonna kick your ass, girl. You did not. I'm gonna kick her ass. Thank you, Shayna. I love you. Merry Christmas. Oh my God, I love her. Thank you, Shayna, for the Cash App. Which I guess I'll go ahead and say that too, guys. If anybody wants to become a member or support the channel, y'all know the deal. Becoming a member is a great way. I do have my fundraiser. If y'all want to help, you can. If you don't. They pretty much desecrated my damn fundraiser, which ain't no biggie. Look, this is what I want to talk about. First of all, my friend. Please, let's keep my girl in your prayers, guys. We are so worried about her. We're keeping her lifted up on high. And we're keeping our friend Triggered son lifted up. Bless his heart. He's ready to come home. I know he is. And I know Triggered's ready for him to come home. Keep all my friends lifted up, guys. We got Crafty. Yeah, Shayna said it's all being watched and proven. Yes, ma'am. Oh, and don't get your hope. Let me tell y'all this too. Don't get your hopes up. My friends are not leaving me, and I'm not leaving them. So that shit y'all keep trying to push. Also, it didn't miss me what was said last night on that panel. Did y'all hear what was said last night on that panel? Oh, she brought Craig because she don't have any more panel guests. They did that shit on purpose. They tried to isolate me and prevent me from having people come up on my panel. So I say going into 2026, let's make this a new and better year, and let's get back to the panels, guys, because I'm over it, and I want my streams to go back the way they were, and these people knew exactly what they were doing, trying to isolate, because my channel, one of the things that made it successful was we had some of the best panels. Start paneling up, you guys. I mean, come on. They can't come after all of us. Yeah, they're trying to ruin you. They said, one of them said last night, if you want all this to stop, you got to get rid of the real lifer BJ. Run BJ off and all of this will stop.
Brittney draws a firm ethical boundary around involving children, addressing statements she says crossed an irreparable line.
This is what I say to you, Petty. I'm the real lifer? I'm the real lifer? The one who's actually had her channel, the one who's actually had oh my God, I can't even. The one who's actually had people come into my house every other month is the real lifer. You on your own volition have tried to defraud my relationship. Like, you created fake documents to try to destroy my relationship. Shady says, if I ever decide to panel up or go live, I will when I have a lawyer deposit. You have to be in this area. You have to in this area. I know, I get it, Shady. Thank you, Angie's, for the Sunday. You guys are so sweet. Just My Girls, 4 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. She says, I'm not going anywhere. Love it where I'm at. You are my people, girl. Thank you so much. Y'all, hold on a minute. I'm going to see if this... My daughter... Hold on 1 minute. I hope this don't make me lose y'all. Hold on just a sec. I don't even know if they heard you. I had to click off and give Kendall some money. Did it work? Buffering?
They said there was a shooter in Wilmington, Delaware, at a DMV, and then an old folks' home blew up. They had a gas explosion. It's turning out to be an explosive Christmas.
Oh my God! Stop.
Dead serious, that shit happened just now. I was looking at the news.
Can y'all hear me? Y'all didn't hear his joke. They didn't hear your joke.
You don't want me to tell it?
You can tell it if you want to.
Why did the Mexican throw his wife off the bridge? Tequila!
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 You silly. The bum, I heard it. No, now he's talking about...
Somebody must be having a bad day at the DMV. They had a shooter. I feel bad for the old folks, though.
He's absolutely trying very hard.
Could you imagine being in an old folks home, all of a sudden there's a fucking explosion, the whole place blows up?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's heartbreaking.
You already had an old folks home for Christmas, now the place is going to blow up.
In reality, you silly butt.
I guess my day could be a lot worse, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're supposed to look at things? When we look at everybody else who's got it worse, it makes me feel better.
What did that lady...
That's kind of fucking sadistic, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of makes me think about in that movie Liar.
At least I still got my legs. You don't even fucking got shins over there.
You remember in the movie Liar, Liar, she's like, was it good or something? He's like, I've had better. You said it could always be worse. That made me think about it. I've had better. I've had the worst day at Family Dollar. Oh no, true seeker, what happened? Nothing good ever comes from Family Dollar. Oh my God, nothing. Nothing. Every time I go to Family Dollar, I have a bad experience. Y'all pray for me. I'm about to have to go out and
have you seen the
battle
thing
the
that
world.
said if you're having a bad day, just listen to like Hindu Christmas music?
Oh, I love it. Ding 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 too. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. War Eagle Short also about how they told you to die.
Come on,
Stay right together with you. I go there. Been going 7 years. So we have a Family Dollar and a Dollar General within a mile of each other. And I realized that.
Why do they even do that?
I think they have the same owners.
Yeah, don't they have the same shit in both stores?
No, well, yeah, they do, but get this. At least the one here, everything's like 50 cents more at the Family Dollar. I swear I believe they're price gouging. Oh, you don't miss anything, Shady. You don't. She said Family Dollar? I don't think I've been there.
Aren't all the dollar stores the same, pretty much?
It's overpriced bullshit.
You ever been to a Five and Below?
I love Five Below.
Are those better?
Yes, way better. We got a Five Below.
Five and Below.
I think, is there like I heard there's a 10 Below store. Is that true?
That's for the fancy people. Huh?
Jenny, no, you didn't do anything to make me mad. I didn't see you, babe. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
When are you gonna do the ham shoppers?
Now, in a minute. I'm gonna get off here, go get dressed, and go.
You gonna get what we're gonna get for Christmas?
Yeah.
What's going to eat tonight?
Something with steak. Christian wants steak, Neil wants.
Down for a steak.
Christian wants steak, Neil wants hamburger steak. So what I might do is we're gonna have steak, and I go ahead and make up the hamburger steak and gravy, and we'll have that for leftovers tomorrow too, because I'm gonna be cooking. Because I'm gonna start that ham and stuff tomorrow night. I'm gonna make sure that most of Christmas dinner is done tomorrow night. The stuff that I can cook early.
You said that now.
We had a good Thanksgiving meal.
I was thinking about pulling the
I
grill
cooked the
out
whole
the door
thing.
and just cook it out the back door.
What, for Thanksgiving?
No.
I mean, for Christmas or for
You
tonight?
get steaks, you could get some chicken legs.
Oh, you want to grill? I ain't gonna.
We got a little bit of coal, I think.
I'm sorry, Shady. I love you, honey. Shady's a vegetarian. I'm so sorry. He's a carnivore, Shady. I can't cook a meal in this house without meat.
I still got enough food.
I love you, honey. It's nothing but respect. I know. Like I said, I did the vegetarian thing for like 6 months, and
You have to feed those little cat monsters, though.
the fat kid in me couldn't deny a cheeseburger one day. I was like, I gave in.
What kind of cheeseburger did you forsake the animals for?
Oh my God, I'm not. Don't even make me say it because I'm not proud.
It was a McDonald's.
It was McDonald's. It wasn't even a good one.
It wasn't even Five Guys.
It wasn't even a good one worth forsaking the animals over.
5 guys, 1 girl.
Technically, I didn't even forsake the animals. If you think about it, that's soybean burger.
Pretty much.
Or
I think there's a little bit of meat in there somewhere.
or animal. Or if you believe in conspiracy, some say it's human meat. I don't know.
Well, then you forsook the human race.
Oh my God.
Cannibal.
Oh, I know, Shady. I thought it was cute when you said that. Let's see. So Craig's wanted to get animals, chickens and. But I'm me. For me, I'm one of those people that I'm gonna name them all, and they're gonna all become furry little pets. You know, I couldn't have a farm. Tell Craig to try an amazing black bean burger.
Oh,
Lots of
I
protein.
had one of those for Freddy's. It was horrible.
Oh my God. His food got swapped with Talon's because Talon tries all that stuff, and Craig's food got swapped with Talon's, and I've never seen Craig usually he's one that'll try all the weird shit, and he gagged almost with every bite.
Bad, but that one was bad.
It had beans coming all out of
Can I
it.
get more?
What?
More ice cream.
If you give me a little bit,
Did you
it's
see
so
those
hard to
ice
get it
cream
out.
balls she's got over there?
I don't know if they're good though. I don't. I have to open them and look.
I thought you said 8.
Look, you could eat the whole
Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. I don't like those though because they're messy. That's it, because I'm going Christmas shopping.
Here, bud. Try one. Well, let's open it now.
I'll get it in a minute. Guys, I found the ice cream in the box. Do you guys remember that?
No, half of the bottom ones are crunched.
I knew it. See, none of them's good. Might as well just keep that for
No, the top ones are. Just like the bottom 3 or 4 broke. That's
Okay.
small. That's not even big.
I don't even.
That's like a 2-scoop bowl.
Yeah.
I don't need the extra calories.
Amazon is slacking this year. Oh, yeah, I ordered Craig a couple things and it's delayed.
I told you weeks and weeks ago, remember?
Well,
I was getting something that wasn't even for Christmas. They were telling me it wasn't going to be here until late December.
I will tell y'all, the regular USPS service, or what do you know? Yeah, USPS.
Postal service.
Triggered sent me something and it came in 3 days. So
Because everybody's buying Amazon.
through the post office.
I don't know how Walmart's going to stay in business anymore.
But Triggered's husband, when he went up there to mail me my package, they were in a frenzy because they had lost. If Triggered's here, she can correct me. It was either 3,000 Christmas presents or 6,000. They lost 3,000 packages.
Yeah, that's why nobody wants to deal with them. Everything that comes to the regular mail, how many times has that happened to us? And it's just the middle of the year.
Yeah, Triggered. How many gifts was it that they lost? Was it 3 or 6? Because I will over exaggerate.
In their town, somebody's fucking stealing shit.
I think it was at their post office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's cracking in shit and stealing it. That's what's happening. They weren't even smart enough to package it, to take it.
3,000, y'all. How did?
They just straight stealing.
Oh, Reality says I got a surprise for you. I'll mail it next week. We're gonna have fun in the new year. Okay, girl. I got a lot of plans for the new year with the channel. I'm going to be changing the backup channel is going to be, I'm changing it completely. We're going to be coming up with some membership schedules.
You like dragons?
Oh Lord!
Imagine me dragging these nuts across your chest.
Stop, silly ass.
Somebody did an AI with Bob Ross say that. He had little dragon paintings.
I love Bob Ross
you like
so much.
Imagine me dragging these nuts across your chest.
Oh my God!
It made it extra funny.
Oh, that sounds delicious, Jenny. Jenny's having Chinese for dinner tonight.
Still want that Peking duck.
I know. So,
it's too late now. Like a week out, wasn't it?
Daisy Love says, love y'all. I'll be watching while baking my 4 batches of sugar cookies. Already made the fudge. Ooh. Yeah, if that's something y'all are interested in, we can go over the Epstein files. I mean,
there's a lot more to come out that haven't come out yet.
See if your phone's on.
My phone?
Mm-hmm.
It's in the office. Trying to kick me out.
No, I'm not trying to kick you out, but
trying to get rid of me now?
Usually I get a notification that I paid our bill, and I'm not seeing it.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Who said I was unhinged? Shady, can you send me a text message? See if my messages are going through. My phone was off when I woke up. I didn't know. I don't set my stuff up for like, what do you call it?
Well, don't wait too late to go out.
I'm about to go in a minute. What's up, Mike?
So we get dark.
Merry Christmas. Okay, it worked. I love you, Shannon. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up, Sinner?
You got 1 hour to start.
I'm gonna end it here in the next few minutes, and I got to get dressed. All right, thank you, Shane. I got it. It went through. All right. When I woke up, my phone was off. So if anybody has tried to message me or call me, I didn't ignore you. I just didn't pay my bill until I woke up. I'm that idiot that lets my phone get turned off one time a month because I don't keep up with the schedule. Let me see. Amazon will be done with United Postal Service next 8 months. Then another government bailout for post office not much after. Oh my Lord, Mike. All right, so Sinner, girl, you better go do your. Oh yeah, I got to go get groceries and shit. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, Linda. Let's talk for a minute before I do go. I'm over people saying that I'm declining. Please stop. Just stop with that shit. That's not true. I'm not deteriorating. I'm not declining. I'm not slipping off into oblivion. You know what I mean? I'm not on some type of drug binge that's going to take me to my demise. Like, I'm so tired of that shit. You got Queen still going around saying that I'm on the methadone when I've taken drug tests and showed that I'm negative. Accusing me of doing shit that I've never even done. You got somebody saying that I'm filing down the Suboxone. What? I've never even heard of that. You got Granny over there saying that I got caught opening a Suboxone on my live. That's not true. I was holding an ointment, and it freaking. I proved already that there's 1,000 packages that have that same label on it, but people don't care about that. They want something like that to happen, Holly. It's their inner sick desires. But the worst part of Angela's post that I saw that really got me was that Clue laughed about my friend being in the hospital. And there was something that Clue said yesterday. I saw a clip where Clue said that she don't know why anybody would call CPS on me, that some things are not worth being saved. Talking about my kids. Basically saying that the chances that my kids are going to turn out to be good, productive members of society coming from me are slim to none, and nobody needs to save them. While I'll agree with you, Big Back, that no one needs to save my kids because my kids don't need saving. They're perfectly healthy, happy, thriving little boys. My big kids are perfectly healthy, thriving teenagers. You're absolutely right on that part. My kids don't need to be saved. But the other part, the fact that you can allow your sick brain and your sick emotions to feel that way, the fact that you could even think about denying a child a chance. Oh, she did, Tammy. If I would never let her around a child. because that tells you right there that this person is, there's no telling what she's capable of. I mean, she's evil as fuck. Evil as fuck. And she knew what she was about to say was fucked up, because before she said it, she says, I'm going to get shit for the rest of the year about this.
In the closing stretch, Brittney reiterates her position, denies sole responsibility for community conflict, and questions how long she is expected to endure sustained attacks.
Which I think she wants. I agree with Soup on. I agree with Soup on that part. That I do think she wants to be a cheap shock jock. She's trying to push the limits and the boundaries. And while y'all sit up on that panel, blaming me for everything, blaming me for the decline of this community, you're sitting with her, Joneson. You sat beside her and broke bread yesterday. You people sit there and give her an out every time, and y'all give her an okay to do this shit. You talk to her. You sat in a circle with her of all people. And Granny's watching, somebody who shared a teenager's trauma diary. Do you know what happened when she shared her trauma, that little girl's trauma diary with Lycan, and it got read out? Do you know what she said? She's 15. I think she was 14 at the time. She's a 14-year-old kid. What does it matter? She's not going to care. It was her trauma diary. Yeah, if you don't call that breaking bread yesterday, what else do you call it? They sat up there in a circle and shit talked me the whole time. And Joneson even sat there and said she enjoyed it. Nicole, she said she enjoyed it. Joneson freaking validated how many lies that Granny told yesterday. I'll agree. Yes, Granny, she did. I'll agree, Granny. Yes, she did. I agree with that, Granny. Yes, she did. And you know what, y'all? I can't believe Brittney did this. I can't believe Brittney did that. Yeah, and if she knew that that SWAT was a mistake, why did she take that? I didn't. I have my right to feel how I want to feel about it. It was me they were talking about. Nobody else can take that from me. I saw what I saw. I heard what I heard. To say that I'm unhinged is unbelievable. Brittney, just pay attention to who has been around since the live happened and who hasn't. I know we haven't touched on this some. I know we have touched on it. Yeah. A lot of those people act like you are worse than GW. It's insane to me. There's no comparison. Hell no, there's no comparison. Hell no, there's no comparison. And you know what's so bad about it? People like Joneson and Chase, they don't even know the story. They don't even know half the shit that I went through with that broad before the injunction. Angela does. Angela can tell it. Whether Angela likes me or not, Angela knows what happened. Granny lied on me about calling her kid's school. She told her whole community that I was the reason her little boy was stripped down to his boxers in his school. People confronted her about it. Who would strip it? You know, if your kid was really stripped down to his boxers, Granny, you got a lawsuit. You need to take that to the news. Oh no. She went live and she incited her subs. Not to mention my kid's school was called the day before that. I was already going through something. But she couldn't stand it. Granny, being the sick person she is, all she could see was, oh my God, they're victimizing. She's a victim. She's a victim. I got to take this status away from her. It's so weird. You can have it, girl. I don't want to be a victim. You flat out told Joneson so many times yesterday, why do you have sympathy for her but not me? Why do you have sympathy for her but not me? You are so transparent. It's disgusting. And then you have the nerve to sit up there and say, I'm 40 and I act like a kid. You're the same age. You're the same age as me. You take accountability. You haven't even took accountability for one of the lawsuits you were in. Not one. But people see it, and that's okay. And your lies will only work for so long. You can fool a community. That's fine. But guess what? In time, they'll see. They'll see what you are as well. Why is she talking about and telling lies about her own kid getting stripped down to boxers? This theme is starting to really... Well, I don't know. But I didn't do it. I can tell you that. And guess what? She tells her whole community that I was the reason her kids were stripped down. These people these people were calling for me to get my ass whooped. These people were demanding that I be thrown in jail. They were demanding that I be made to feel the same trauma that her kid was, when I did no such thing. I had nothing to do with anything. And then, to make matters worse, 3 weeks later, you know what she did? 3 weeks later, she said, who would strip a kid down to his boxers? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Who would do that? That would never happen. A school wouldn't strip a kid down to their boxers. You said that. You did. Tammy's clip says, Jess told me that she can't afford to say how she really feels, and that she said she's got screenshots of B talking shit on her. They all hate each other. Do you got that? Do you have that in writing? Please tell me you do. Oh, I have, Shayna. I have the video. I got to find it. As soon as I find it, I'm going to put that shit out. You heard what Tammy just said. Granny told her she can't afford to tell how she really feels. She's got to go along with everything. She needs lawsuit money. None of them like each other. You know she don't like any of these people. And she's using them, and in the midst of using them to get lawsuit money, she's also using them as a weapon to try to take me down. Did y'all hear her try to incite jonesing and chasing to cover me? She claims she wants it to stop, but then she turns around and says, y'all should cover her too. Y'all should cover the lawsuit stuff too. And they just sit up there. Okay, go ahead. Y'all been lied to so badly by that girl. The shit that come out of her mouth yesterday was awful. Oh, is she Mammakins? She absolutely is. That's exactly a joke. Nonsense offering to do a fundraiser. She's manipulating the shit out of people. Manipulating everybody. And telling everybody that I'm a bad person. Wake up, y'all. Wake up.
Are we going or not?
Even some of your mods who are afraid to come on right now said how disappointed they were. Yeah, Shayna, I'm bothered. I'm bothered. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very bothered. I was sickened to hear that certain people use this as their fault. Oh my God. Opal says, hush, little Brittney, don't cry. Oh my Lord. That must be that's definitely not our Opal. Y'all get rid of that one. That's not our Opal. Nothing to cry about over here. Nothing to cry about over here. Hey, if you want to, go on for the better part of 6 months about how horrible these people are and what they've done to our community, and how, the state of this community is so bad, and then all of a sudden you want to go and make nice with them. Hey, that's all on you. Yesterday, let me be very clear. What happened yesterday was not great. Yesterday was not being neutral at all. Eric says, I heard a lot of it and thought Johnson just answered the questions they asked honestly and tried to get across that they were way too invested in the bullshit she just is. Eric, what I heard was her agreeing with a lot of it and saying, you right. Yeah, you're right. Y'all have every right to be mad at her. Y'all have every right to feel the way you do about her. What? And then I saw Deets come in the chat and say, Elevated Truth has a right to be up in arms. Those were not her words, but it was like, Elevated Truth has a right to be angry. Nonsense has a right to be angry. Clue and Cletus does. Granny, excuse me? Maybe you shouldn't speak on something you don't know about. Elevated Truth come after me for months before I ever spoke a word about him. Nonsense. Came after me for months before I even knew she existed. Trisha Talks came after me for months before I even said a word about her. Everybody except for Clue and Granny came for me first. That's bull. Here, take it out real quick and then hold on. I know, I'm about to end it. Oh, I'm allowed to be angry spirit. I'm going to be, and I don't care what any of them say. Yeah, and the fence riders I'm good. And let me say this very clearly. Lindsay Lee, I hope you are listening to this. You can't use somebody when you don't even ask them to do anything for you. Lindsay Lee made a comment in Granny's chat last night and said that Brittney used Jonesin. Brittney used Jonesin for her own. I can't even remember how it was said, but it was said that I used her to bash these people and go after them. Let me tell you something. I never had prior knowledge of Jonesin doing a single live stream about these people. Jonesin, every stream she ever did, every shit talk she ever engaged in was all on her own. It had nothing to do with me, other than the fact that she talked about me. I've never asked Jonesin to go after a single person. I never asked Jonesin to address anything for me. I never needed Jonesin to address anything for me. Jonesin did all of that on her own. I didn't ask her to do it. I didn't want her to do it. As a matter of fact, there was many times that I go live and I said, I don't want anybody to defend me. I'm good. I hope she don't ever do it again, Shayna, because I'm not going. When she gets backlash, they blame me for that shit. I had no part in Jonesin doing anything. Lindsay, show me the receipts of me using Jonesin. Prove that shit. That's what I want you to do. If you want these people to accept you and fit in with them, you go right ahead, but don't use me as a scapegoat. People do that shit enough. Exactly, Shady. Exactly. Why wouldn't I play it? She made good points, but it damn sure wasn't me using her. Shady says, I just thought Jonesin did see what was happening and knew it was wrong. That's it. What? Right, exactly. And here's the thing. Yeah, you heard what I said. I saw what you said in Granny's last night, and you heard what I just said. I don't need to say it in somebody else's chat. I'll tell you from my own. How dare you go in there and tell those people that I used Jonesin? I want the proof. I want you to show me evidence, Lindsay, of where I ever used Jonesin for shit. Go ask her. Go ask her how many times I messaged her and asked her to do anything for me. If you want them to like you, go right ahead, girl. You go right ahead and you go hate bond. But don't make me your scapegoat for it. Y'all are, I'm telling you, that's some funny shit. You want to go around, Lindsay, and call everybody out. Tell everybody that they are, how dare you body shame? How dare you say something about somebody else? How dare you be mean like that? But then you want to go over there and accept people that are talking shit about oh my God, I'm done. I ain't even. Y'all do what you do. Unhinged, my ass. Unhinged is when somebody fucking goes on a panel and says that little kids are too far gone to be saved. That they ain't going to grow up to be shit. And then every time she's called on her shit, every time somebody calls Clue on her shit, what does she say? My daughter, my daughter, my daughter. No, the only one talking about your daughter is you. Get it out. You turn yourself into a victim as soon as people call you. And you can't defend yourself. Every time somebody gets you on a panel, you don't have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. You let your man talk for you. You got everything. Oh man, I've seen you do it with Jay. I've seen you do it with Jonesin. I've seen you do it with Nunya. As soon as somebody comes up I've seen you do it with Pink Dagger. As soon as somebody comes up to confront you, you start letting everybody else talk for you. You get stone cold silent. As soon as they leave, you got a lot to say. You are a whole lot of hot air and no freaking action. You come at me because you think I'm weak, but let me tell you something. I'm anything but. A weak person wouldn't still be standing here, and you know that. Deep down inside, you know that. So you go live and you talk about my kids. Honey, it says way more about you than it does me, and it's not going to age well. I promise you that. Just make sure you stockpile some of that money you're making, because that's not going to go on much longer either. That's what I got to say about it. What do you mean, Paige? What do you mean what's happening? I tell you this, if somebody was on a panel saying some shit about Jonesin's little boy like that, she wouldn't be all right with it. And you know what else? If somebody was talking shit about her kid, the way that person was talking about mine, I damn sure wouldn't go freaking support somebody that does some shit like that. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near them. No, Lindsay was over in Granny's. She went into, what I said was, I don't need to go in someone else's chat and say something. I'll tell you right here. This is how I feel, Lindsay. I'm not trying to push good people away. No, not today. Did you not see what Lindsay went in Granny's chat and said yesterday? And Lindsay, you know what I don't do? I don't support people that goes after Jones's kids. Show me where. Show me where I'm supporting anybody that's ever went after Jones's kids. You're not, I don't care about you being it. Go to anybody's chat you want, Lindsay. My problem is the comment that you made in Granny's chat like yesterday. You said, Brittney, I've talked to Joneson privately even about this. Brittney uses her. That I use her. I've never asked Joneson to do one thing for me. Not one thing. So if me saying that is pushing people away, you know what? So be it. I'm going to stand on what I believe in. I'll always stand on what I believe in. If it means I got 5 people standing with me, so be it. So be it. It is what it is. I'll get that here. It is what it is. Joneson was never used. No, not at all. I could see her side of what she was saying. It was more than one side or two now. I just wish that you could slow down and understand. Yesterday? No, not today. You know what yesterday was? Yesterday was gross. Yesterday was so fucking gross. Yesterday, I watched people, the only few people in this platform who claimed that they actually called the shit out. The only people that actually seen what we've seen and has seen through all the bullshit. I watched them go up and everything that Joneson and all of them have said in the last 6 months just poof. Poof. I don't care about her having a conversation with people. She can have a conversation all day long. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you think what she did yesterday, oh my God, you know what? Don't even gaslight me. If anybody else, if this would have been about any of y'all, you would be upset right now. She sat up there and talked shit about me with them. Are you kidding me? That was not somebody just having a conversation. I don't care. Listen, if she would have went up and had a conversation and said how she felt, and they said how they felt, that would have been whatever, okay? But what happened yesterday was not that. Was not that. Every time Granny said something, she agreed with her. And there was so many times that Granny would say something that it was a lie. And Johnson was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Talking about my personal life. Oh God, yeah, that was just sitting up there talking. And then Johnson says, I love that we can come together and agree on the same things that bother us. Like y'all sitting there just dragging. Oh my God. Of course you're going to see it that way. It's not you. Right. When did we stop asking for proof? I didn't see anything. Not one time was one of her lies called out. Joneson sat there and agreed with Granny that I brought this fucking RICO on her. She agreed. That's not even what happened. That's a lie. You validated her on things that aren't even true. My kids were talked about. My home life, Craig was talked about. My DV was talked about. Who started the RICO? Nick and Hong. That come from at night. That wasn't me. I have been raked over the coals about that fucking lawsuit. I didn't come up with that idea. I didn't start that. I didn't legislate that. I signed my name as a secondary person. If it hadn't have been me, there was other people that were going to sign their name to it. There's 10 plaintiffs on that filing. I was approached. What kind of control would I have over Nick the Hat? I didn't know him. I'm just going to go to Nick the Hat and be like, oh, go after Granny's watching. Let's take Jessica Singh down. And he's going to be like, okay, let's do it. Are you kidding me? No, she's not. I don't want her. Nope. No, thank you. No, it doesn't make me less responsible. Nicole, so you agree that I should take the whole burden on for this? For the entire year and a half. That's been the result of all this shit that's happened to me. When is it enough, Nicole? What are y'all gonna do? You gonna beat me down for the rest of my life because I signed my name to it? Come on now. Why did I sign it? To make my case stronger? Let's see, I had a girl in the community that was lying to everybody, telling them that I called her kid's school. I had her son stripped down to his boxers, blatantly lying on me to turn people against me. She shared my house and my property all over the place, all over. So Jen Lou, you're going to tell me that I'm solely responsible for that RICO? You cannot fucking be real. All right, I'm going. That's bullshit. So let me ask you guys, since y'all believe that, I'm solely responsible for the RICO, then that justifies all this shit that's happened to me. And Granny's got fair game to continue to come after me 24/7, 365, right? Like, I mean, she can continue to try to fuck my life up. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind, Jen Lou? I'm literally the only one that has been attacked about the RICO. The only one that has taken any backlash. Well, no, they come at Seth too, but not, oh my God. How are you going to blame me for the lawsuit with Tony? Does she not hold any responsibility at all? At all? You going to tell me that I'm responsible for Tony Mathisse's lawsuit against her? It's just okay for her to go up there and talk all this shit on these people? Yeah, I can't get on board with that. Won't nobody answer the one question I'm asking before I go. How long does she get a pass to do this to me? Nick did. How long does she get a pass? How long are y'all gonna be okay with this happening? When is it enough? It's unfucking believable to me. No, they don't, Shady. They don't go at Julie the dog handler or Betty or anybody else like this. Nobody. You know why? Because Granny's got it out for me. The entire reason that I agreed to join to begin with is because this girl is fixated on me and she don't stop.
You said you were going to do this now.
I know, I'm getting off. Bye, y'all.
This concludes the compiled live streams from December 23rd, 2025. The footage in this video has been presented in chronological order and edited only to remove routine greetings and channel housekeeping, while preserving the full narrative, explanations, reactions, and allegations expressed throughout the broadcasts. All statements reflect the speaker's perspective at the time they were made. This video is provided for documentation, context, and commentary purposes, allowing viewers to see the complete progression of events and claims as they unfolded across both streams. No additional context has been added beyond clarifying timestamps and segment framing. Viewers are encouraged to consider the full video in its entirety when forming their own conclusions.